I had to. We got to start the show. Come on, let's do a show. Yep.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to rank some covers on the cover ranking tonight.
Alrighty, there we go.
Hi,
let's see. Okay, cool.
It's time to watch a ball game. It's time to ditch these nerds.
All right, I've seen
you
your house,
are
dude.
having
You're the
fun,
king
sir.
nerd here, man. You have that one thing outside the nerddom, but I've seen your house, dude. There, no one compares. No one compares. Oh, hello. We've got a latecomer here with Mr. Zack or Professor Zoom or whatever he wants to be called here. How are you doing?
Zack!
No, there can't be two professors.
Zack!
Pixel!
It's been forever, Zack.
It's been like 5 dog lives or something. It's been a while.
So many dogs have died, Zack.
So many! Imagine the houseflies. Houseflies only live for like a day.
Oh, seems like they're here forever. You get 2 in your house, forget it. Trust me, we're going to do that right now.
I'm learning that right now, yes.
Get them! And then, the kids, I don't know how it happened, but they had a couple of houseflies into their room. And now we're like, God dang it, where's the strips? You guys don't open your door.
Yeah, I need to get some of those little sticky paper stuff. Yeah.
Alrighty. So anyway, kids, Jim Sorensen paid for a video. You can do this also, and the link is a link to Ko-Fi. Go on over, drop a $5 tip in the tip jar, and say, "Hey, I want you guys to do these this team or this title or whatever." If you want, you could leave it to me, and I'll pick out the covers as we did tonight. Or you could specifically say this cover, that cover, that cover. Just pick out 12. In this case, Jim said Gen 13, and I was looking at all the Gen 13. I thought, you know what was really popular back in the day? The variant covers for #1, man. People were picking those up like gangbusters. So there just so happens to be 14 covers, but one of them's a blank. They call them now Comic-Con covers. But there are 13 with actual art on them, and I thought it might be fun to rank those. So
I gotta ask a question though. You use that gangbusters term all the time. What do you mean? What is that reference from?
I know there was a comic book called Crime Gangbusters.
Because you always say gangbusters, I'm just laying
A gangbuster either means a police officer or a person who takes part in breaking up criminal gangs, or it means to be very successful.
It's the only slang I ever hear E really use. I've never heard anybody else use.
Are you shitting me?
You've never heard
slang.
I've said that before. I know I've said that before.
Well, Zach, if you say you probably have a lot of old slang stuff.
Okay, but
I do. That's true.
But Zach, he's not really listening to you when you speak.
That's also true.
That being said,
Zach's here.
That being said,
Hi,
Eric,
Zach.
here is. I did include all these, right? I know I did. Okay.
Oh, the numbers have names next to them now. Oh, that's kind of cool. Burn is only 8.
Garcia Lopez and George Perez are 9 and 10, dude.
I feel like Burn and at least Lopez should be switched, but that's just me. It's your channel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's just you.
It really is. If you want to see, I did change this, by the way, but we've got one is God Awful and it's Painful Rosmo. And then we have 2 is Awful Henderson, Very Bad Like Ramos. Humberto Ramos, who had
I like Humberto Ramos.
Are you shitting me?
Is it Ramos or Ramos?
It's Ramos.
Bad like Canones, Bland like Land, Forgettable Friend, Solid Swan, Good Burn.
Land makes sense.
Yeah, so there you
Greg
go.
Land definitely makes sense.
Humberto Ramirez had like 3 entries on our worst comic book cover list. That being said, let's get to it. Eric, here is the first. All of these are issue #1 of Gen 13.
I can only imagine the sneezing fits Zach has when he gets close to taste.
It's funny. I've never been allergic to anything in my life except for apparently Gil Kane covers.
Like I said,
This is when you said you're
shouldn't it be? Oh no, I didn't get here first. That's right.
Yep.
This is a 5.
Alrighty. And how about you, Pixel?
Can I go ahead and see the ranking for 5 again?
The ranking for 5 is doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Land like Greg Land.
Yeah, Greg Land is a very
Bland.
Yeah,
It's weird because when I was younger, I thought his stuff was pretty good, but now I'm like, what was I thinking?
You were a teenage boy.
I was. That was it.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
here's the difference.
So let's
Pixel
go
still
ahead
is.
and say I'm going to agree 5. This really kind of just sucks.
Zach, his Nightwing run was great.
Who's that? Greg Land?
Yeah, it was before he started tracing everything.
Before he started tracing porn
Or
stars?
if he was tracing then, it was he had a wider range of models.
Okay. A wider range of models. It's funny. No Bland like Land. No.
Hello, Amy and Melissa.
Hi.
Melissa. Hi.
Lester's.
Hi. Hi everyone. Planet Meg is like, oh, this is like I remember when this was new. I
never read anything with the Gen 13 on the
Okay,
panel.
so we
Has
have
anybody
a
seen Jim
5
Sorensen?
and a 5. And how about you, Zach?
I like 4/5 of this cover. The shirtless guy in the corner, something about him just irks me. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
He's not a chick.
I don't know because the Johnny Storm wannabe doesn't bother me.
Okay.
He looks cool. It's just something about this guy's posture. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the gigantic foot he has. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll give it a 6 though. It's a nice team pose shot, I guess. But
Zach?
yeah,
All right.
the Hank
Zach?
McCoy looking guy. throws me
Zach,
off.
you like Humberto Ramos. Big feet shouldn't bother you.
That's true. RDV.
It's fine. I'm pretty sure legs don't go like that.
I've heard you say that,
fair,
like-
child.
I think I've heard you say that like 2 times in the last 10 minutes.
It's been more than 10 minutes. Her leg? Yeah, is she Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, that right leg
The knee
is
does-
overextended.
Where's the knee?
Where's the knee?
Her knee goes to the right, but her leg goes. No, her knee is to the left, and her leg goes to the right. What the heck?
Nobody's looking at her knees.
All right. So what do you score this?
Oh, man. Oh, we got MKF here too.
Okay, it's a full house.
I
We
know.
got a very full house.
Good lord.
I'm gonna go 8 with this because, yeah, that leg just goes on for years.
All right. Amy and Melissa.
Hey. Oh, good lord.
I know, Amy.
Yeah,
That's worse than oh well. It's
Amy,
fine.
when I first saw the leg, I think of like, that's what Amy's gonna point out right away.
Yeah, that's the least of it. Well, maybe the more you look at it,
The
the
least
worse.
of
You hear this song where he says she's got legs? Well,
All
she's
right,
got
so
she's got
Amy,
legs.
Melissa, what do you say? What do you say?
Well, I mean, you know what the funny feeling I get from this book is I totally get where you're coming from in terms of the aesthetic flaws. It's like, you go back and you see your George Perez's and all these great artists from decades past, and when it wasn't unusual for comic book covers to have not just good quality illustrations, but like a narrative. Characters were standing together. Usually they were doing something coherent. The environment made sense and stuff. It seemed to start in the 90s when they started it was just people standing around and not in any way that looks like they're even really in the same space. But that said, I do, part of me still likes that. And maybe just because when it's kind of like, when you're on a long trip and you're like a road trip that lasts for days, and then when you start driving back, you start seeing the old familiar landmarks. This was the stuff I saw in comic book racks when I was into comics. I never read Gen 13, but something about this, it kind of makes me think comic book, like in my formative years. So I still enjoy it, and I'm going to give it an 8. I know the play is probably worth less, but I still want to give it at least an 8.
Okay, how about you, Amy?
Did you hear that trigger moment which you said it's not unusual?
It's not unusual. We love it.
So, Amy, what do you think of this?
We have a lot of people here tonight, so I'm just gonna keep this short. It's 6, maybe.
Alrighty.
Unlike the leg.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Let's go with MK.
Cool cover.
Great art details.
Yeah, a lot of cool details. This kind of actually reminds me of like a beat 'em up video game for some reason. You know, like 2 guys and 3 girls. You know,
It looks like an early '90s Nintendo cover.
yeah, something. You know, definitely. Yeah, I guess I'll go 10 with that. Yeah, I like the poses. Pretty cool.
Alrighty, let's get to the chat.
All right. We start with Jay Lucian with a 10.
Ooh, all right. Dark Admiral March here agrees. He gives this a 10 as well.
But Michael Mouse Taylor says 5. Man, cover doesn't do anything for me. And it's not my me.
That is how to strike against it, Mickey. Darth Kato says 7. It's all right, but it's a bit bland. Yeah. It's like toast. Soggy toast.
The dragon gives this an 8.
Is that?
It's supposed to be goofy. What do you mean, what's that?
It sounds more like you're on the same level of Ingleton there.
So what are we doing here?
Jim Sorensen gives
Okay.
this an 8. And Desert Rose gives this a 7.
Henry Jemick says, I like J. Scott Campbell's art, but I wish he would remove 35% cartooning and add 40% John Buscema. It's a 7. It's all right.
This might have been a Rush cover by Campbell because he was too busy focusing on Danger Girl.
Yeah, I don't know how many covers he was doing at the same time.
This was about 3 or 4 years before Danger Girl.
All right, so then
All right, so where we got Radar with a 10.
Little Rhaegar gives it a 10. Little
Rhaegar.
There you go. All right.
I think that's the last of our.
And what we
Rhaegar gives it a 10 too.
And we have 3 5s taking out 3 of the 4 10s. We've got 2 6s taking out the last 10 and the 1 of the 4 8s. And then we've got 4 7s taking out the rest of the. There you go. All right.
Pixel's having a giggle fit over here.
Oh,
What is
Black Pixel. I thought that was Amy laughing for a second.
There's nothing funny here.
Sorry, little Rhaegar.
Have you never seen that? It's the second
I
night
did.
he's been
I
on.
saw it last time.
It's a joke so funny. It's the joke that keeps on giving.
All right. And we're moving on. And Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
What the hell is going on with that guy's face?
I know, I see it. That's a weird
But
one.
other than that,
He's Latino.
This is a little bit better. It's very cartoony, but it's better than the last one. Let's go ahead and say 6. Whew.
I will also agree with my colleague, the professor. It does look better than the last one. The guy's face doesn't bother me quite as much as, I guess, Fairchild. Something about her head in connection to her body.
Oh, God.
Something's a little off there. I don't know what it is.
her head's misshapen.
I think we have too many cast members if we're Gilligan's Island here with a professor.
Gilligan's Island. Does that mean you? No, Breen would be the skipper.
So what do you score this, Zach?
I scored a 6.
Alrighty. And how about you, Pixel?
Other Pixel.
He means
Okay.
RDB.
No,
Thank-
I mean Pixel, because I
Pixel
was
started.
telling, I was telling my daughter, hey, could you grab me my tea? And I didn't hear the score. So Pixel.
Oh, well, I gave it a 6 as well. I was the first.
Alrighty. RDB, what do you say?
7.
Alrighty. And how about you, Melissa and Amy?
6.
Okay.
It's better since you can't see as much of them.
I had to break up the 666 there. So I went 7. So.
There you are.
There's less to
Melissa, what do you think?
Well, the girl with the purple and pink hair she looked pretty cute. Her face seemed kind of sweet.
What happened? Don't even. Amy.
Gosh, I'm not sure whether to give it a low 7 or a high 6.
Her arm vanishes at her elbow.
Okay,
Well,
6.
I mean, whoever takes a distraction away from her face.
Alrighty. Are we like pointing out the flaws in J. Scott Campbell's art? Like, it's
Well,
almost
look
like
at the-
this big
look
Well,
at
he
reveal.
has cute boots.
Look
Those
at
are
the
cute boots.
Look at the jawline on
You
Gwen.
got cute, boots.
Well,
Look
no, these were you got to think how
Little pink
popular
socks,
these
those
were
are
in the
fun.
'90s, and it's like when you go back, it's like woo. Drunk Stream will be next Wednesday.
There's a reason why these are variant covers.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so RDV, you said 7, and then we had a 6 and a what from the Lesters.
Amy said 6.
What, Melissa, what number did you give it?
You can give it a 7. if
I'll
you
give it
like.
I'll be a little rebellious and give it a 7.
Alrighty, and MK.
Yo, what's up?
what's up?
Yeah, I guess so. The dude making like the hand gesture kind of reminds me of that wrestler. I can't remember his name right now. Or Johnny Cage. He does have shades.
Oh yeah.
He's stereotypical every like California bro.
Yeah, like yo. Yeah, I don't know. This cover gives me like 90210 or like I don't know, like Backstreet Boys or something kind of vibes for some reason. I think it's the way the
90s
girls.
television.
Yeah, like
21
90s
Jump Street.
television.
Positions a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I'll go 8. I'll go
Okay.
8 on this one. Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll tell you what, the girl in the middle and everything but the missing arm on the girl with the pink hair is awesome.
Yeah.
And it always seems like something on Fairchild proportionately is off.
Mm-hmm.
But her boobs are bigger than, well, I've actually seen that in real life. Boobs are bigger than the head, but yeah. What gets me is it's not so much the head is small on Morgan Fairchild.
It's
The head
forward.
starts at the front of the neck. It's
Yeah.
not like it comes out of the neck. It's
Yeah.
like here's the neck all the way up to the back of her head, and now she's got like a llama or what is it, Cusco?
Alpaca.
Yeah, she looks like freaking Emperor Cusco right here.
That's
So,
what I was trying to point out before. It looks like someone's wearing a mask.
But you have the actually the guy that's one of the best elements, and the girl above him is the second best. Like the three in the middle, okay.
The girl in the
And
middle looks like
everything-
Dawn Star.
Everything but the arm is okay with the girl. I'm gonna go 7.
Like the girl in the middle.
Okay, but what does Mr. Breen give this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 6 on this. Breen.
Comic Paw.
I knowing that J. Scott Campbell was very stylized even then.
Uh-huh.
I know what he's going for. Nobody's just other than Mouse completely out of proportion. So I'm going to go 8 on this.
All right. Let's go to the chat.
All right.
Jim Sorensen is going ahead and giving this a 9.
And Michael Mouse Taylor gives this a 6. It's really, no,
And not up intellectual property. So
not my intellectual property. Nothing intellectual about it.
oh, Vicky.
I can't move much. Yes, it's a 7.
And a little red card goes beep beep. It's a 9.
Kato says 9. This is pretty good, besides the guy on the bottom who broke his jaw at some point. The characters look good.
There you go.
All right.
Closet Rose gives this a 7. She's very generous.
Ethereal Dragon says 6. Weird male faces.
Raven.
Book number 2. Not a fan.
Did I say Morgan Fairchild? I know I'm ahead of you guys, but yeah, that's sorry.
Sorry, Melissa. You weren't in the middle of anything, were you?
Go on ahead, Melissa.
I'm not a fan of these cartoony proportions. There's some good rendering, though. Or whatever. It's a 5.
Yeah, he does seem to be getting a little better, so they'll probably pick up from here.
Sure.
Actually, that's how I planned it. Yes.
Yeah, I sent the money out to order yesterday. Give me those other properties.
That is not.
Spiders gives this a 6.
Rhaegar Targaryen, the real one, gives it a 9. Yup.
Gosh.
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 I think
That's my intellectual property, you darn mouse.
Toby, I own you.
Darn. He's right.
Alrighty, and so that's all the numbers.
Yes.
All the numbers.
Mickey does everything for dogs.
All right, we got 1 5 taking out one of those 4 9s, no 10s this time around, and then we've got 8 6s taking out 3 9s, 2 8 or 8 2 7s. Okay, so wait, hold on. That's 3, that's 5, and then we have let's see, 1 2 3 of the 7s, and then oh shit, yeah, that's hold on. Okay,
Language.
1, that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So we actually have 2 7s standing. All righty.
All right. It's doing better.
Yay!
Actually, no. This actually scored less than the first one.
Oops.
Okay. Yep. All right. Let's go for book 3, and this time it is Zach, and we're looking for an upgrade here. All righty. Let's see.
Wait,
Well, that's up to Mr. Scott Campbell.
I was gonna say we didn't upgrade. Let's go to Zach then.
Here you go.
Hey, I am an upgrade. I'm a delight, thank you. Okay, you know what? This has kind of like a cool Where's Waldo approach. Like you kind of want to look in and see the details. The characters all look pretty good. I don't see any Cusco faces. No giant feet. Yeah, this is better. I like the little fun bit with the trade dress too, how it's on the package. That's really fun.
Yeah.
I do really like that. I'll give this an 8. This is better. I like this.
Okie doke. RDV, what do you say?
10.
Well, that is a little too generous, I think. But
No design. Oh, that looks like candy wrappers all around them. Everything. They're in like in a convenience store.
Ladies.
is it candies? I thought they were comics.
Oh, there's candies, there's comics, the whole 9 yards. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Even poison apparently.
And look at his hand. He's got a Game Gear.
There's even
He does have the game. I saw that. Yeah, the Game Gear.
there's
That's
toilet
nice.
paper. There's a lot of stuff on this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dizzying amount of detail to be sure. It's a little hard to kind of feel it out, but it looks like what is there is drawn pretty nicely. And I really do like this putting the logo and the little price mark on the box. That's wonderfully creative.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give this a 9. This
All right.
is very much better.
Melissa.
It's good.
Action figures. Looks like a Super Soaker over there.
Oh, I miss Super Soakers.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Oh my gosh. Art looks different. It is a fun cover. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 10.
Okay.
But you're right. The toilet paper is the comic print toilet paper.
And
MK.
MK.
What do
you say?
I miss Super Soakers. I like Gushers too. Those are.
I remember Gushers. Yeah.
Yeah, you bite into it and it squirts.
Yeah, it just explodes in your mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go 10. 10 is good. Yeah.
All right. And Eric.
What do you say?
I'll go 9.
Okay, dokes. Pixel.
Good junkies.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
I don't know if anybody else really noticed this, but in our central character right there, her head, the way that it's bent, is like coming off of its neck.
Yeah.
That's my major problem with it. It's also very, very busy.
It's very busy. That is
but
true. There's a
most
lot.
things are drawn well, and as Dr. Octopus would say, those games! So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to agree with Zachary there. It's an 8.
Pixel, every time you say, hi, I'm Pixel, I think of, hi, I'm Sue. How do you do?
How do you do? Mighty good.
Not bad.
How do you
I was going boy named Sue, bro.
Pretty good to see ya. How do you do?
Poor boy.
Yeah, pretty good. Sure as you're born.
All righty. So what did you score this, Pix?
I said 8.
All righty. And let's go to the chat.
It looks like Jim Sorensen agrees. He's starting off with an 8 too.
Kato says 10. This one is really good. I like it.
Meow.
I thought he was a cat.
Oh, he does the cat? Oh, never mind. Meow, 10.
Dark Admiral March Hare says 10.
Well, I mean, he's also Darth, so he could.
I don't think we should stifle anyone's creativity. Zach, you do you.
Yeah, unless you're singing show tunes, then we get it idea.
No, not even then, because that's awesome. All right.
Imperial Dragon gives this a 7.
Little Ray car goes beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
At beep and 10.
Beep, 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 beep. This one went beep, beep, beep.
I'm ready for the third account. That's Little Ray Car Tokyo Drift.
Jay Lucien.
Alrighty, so who do we have next? Let's keep this going, guys.
Jay Lucien says 10.
She just said. She said Jay Lucien 10. And then
Yeah.
I'm going Michael Mouse Taylor. 5. Meh. Too crowded. Not in a good way, in my opinion. I'm not having a really good time here.
Some of your intellectual properties, Mickey.
Black Spiders gives this a 7.
Ooh. And Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Little Rhaegar says 7.
Henry,
Henry, to you. Hold on.
All right, so Henry James says Fairchild is not drawn that well. I see a little Michael Golden in there. It makes it an 8. All right.
I was trying to ask Pixel a question because who's he talking to? Geeky Puppet Show.
And then Parker says 10 because it has everything.
Is that the kick button? Oh my god! What is this?
There you go. All right.
Kato says, I'm a Sith cat, so your voice does just fine. Zach?
Great.
And we have 1-5 taking out one of the 7-10s. We have 3.
Amy, since he really
sevens.
wants
We
us
have
to go
3
on
hold
forever.
guys. We have
Well, no,
3
you're interrupting me
sevens.
before, jackass. Jeez.
We have 3 7s, and they're taking out 3 more. So we have 3 of those left with 4 8s. We go right to the 9s. 9s left standing. That's where it lands.
He's afraid we're gonna go on forever. So he's cutting
I'm
people off.
trying to hold my tongue, so we should go along pretty well.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
So Amy's gonna rank for 10 minutes.
Well, I do have to get a hold of everything. We do have to keep it moving. Sorry.
It
guys,
is
but
moving.
yeah.
We are rolling along.
I'm not dead yet.
He's on down the
Book
road.
Hey,
4.
I think
all right.
I think only Zach and I have like jobs that we have to get up really early for.
Actually, oh no, I do have to get up early. I thought I
And-
didn't. Doggone it.
Then we're going to move on to book 4, and that is RDV.
Let me rank this for 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
There you go.
The puzzle piece is kind of cool, clever. The early 90s gimmick. I really wish someone would have drawn over the book, though. That kind of ruins it for me. Yeah, I'll go 7 with this because you know why? Because her neck actually has a head on top of it instead of a neck face in front of it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good 8.
All right. And how about you, ladies?
Yeah, this is okay. I'll give it an 8. Oh no, that's terrible.
What's
7?
terrible?
Is he supposed to be a dwarf?
Oh.
It
We're
is-
just kind of smashing the pieces in.
No,
Oh, I mean-
yeah, grunge is very short.
Michael
Okay, so he's
Taylor,
supposed to be like
Sylvester
like a little
Stallone's
dwarf.
not dead. It was a mix-up.
Not Sly and the Family Stone Sly.
Yeah.
Oh, back to 8 then. That's
Everybody thought because he called him, his nickname is Sly. They thought he was dead.
Oh, okay. Well, if
But
that's-
what do you score this there, Amy?
yeah, I mean, yeah, if he's like, you know, a Lord of the Rings style dwarf or something, then that's kind of cool. But he needs a beard, but that's not what this is. So I'll keep with the 8.
All righty. Keep with the dwarf and the beard thing. You're gonna tick off Peter Dinklage. What do you say, Melissa?
I think I'll give it an 8 too.
All righty.
Certainly makes
MK.
enough sense to like Lord of the Rings.
I know.
I want to play a game. Yeah, that was a Jigsaw reference there. Yeah, I don't know. This one's a little puzzling to me. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. I guess I'll go 8.
Hi, Vay. MK, you have all the dad jokes, but you're not yet a dad. Alrighty.
Wait a second. MK stealing my jokes?
Hey,
Eric, what do you say?
Did you say you wanted a dad joke? Why did the rooster go to KFC?
What?
Why?
What?
He wanted to see a chicken strip. Got that one off of Higgy Pop tonight.
Alrighty.
I'm
awesome.
giving
Left traumatized too.
well, he drops about 100 dad jokes a video. I didn't know there were that many. I'm giving this a 10.
Okay. And Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pix.
Hi, Pixel.
This is really well done. Like even with the positioning on the short guy. I've never read any of these books, by the way, in case you can't tell. But just looking at the cover, I love the puzzle piece look. I think that everything, even the stylistic choices, it's really done well. I think this will be my first 10. Finally 10 of the year.
All right.
Yay.
Okay. I don't know who said it, but I'm going to agree with the 9. Let's go to the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
I also give this a 10, but that's okay. You can keep going.
You know what? There's at least one every show. Thank you very much for being the skipped guy.
Let's get
Alrighty.
It looks like Ethereal Dragon is giving this an 8.
Little Rhaegar is giving it an 8 too.
So is meow 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 meow.
That's Kato. Jim Sorensen gives us a Jim Soren 9.
And Dark Admiral March Hair is giving this an 8 as well.
Like spiders gives this a 7.
And Michael Mouse Taylor agrees. 7. Cool puzzle cover.
Yes. You know, you can sell puzzles.
We can. So much money to be made, but it's not my property.
Oh, that's why it's a 7. Well, Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Now when Mickey Mouse say, "Get off my lawn."
Parker Luck. What's that? Matt Bird says, this is a very puzzling, but I have had puzzles on my mind of late. 9.
Nice. All right. That Rhaegar's reading a joke. Oh, there's Henry Jeremic.
Yes.
Henry Jeremic says, book number 4 is before.
Little Ray Car says, beep beep, I got 9.
one slick dude is not skipped tonight, it's a 9.
No, we already skipped Zach. One around is pretty good for me.
I took the hit for you.
Victor says you don't know the power on the outside. Beep beep.
Alrighty, so we had 1 4 taking out one of those 4 10s. We have 2 7s taking out all but one of the 10s. Then we've got 7 8s taking out the 1 10, all 6 9s. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, still in search of that elusive 10. Okay, there we
If the
go.
pitch gets you higher, my glasses and my camera will break. Just about outside. Yeah, it's fine.
Go for book.
Don't throw
5.
baseballs inside the kitchen.
1 2 3 4. And this goes to the ladies. And book 5 is, I don't know if you're going to.
So that means the Lesters and Pixel, right?
Raha!
Oh my goodness.
Let's just stick with the Lesters this time.
I got a pistol finger for you.
Hey. Oh my gosh, is that a knife to the right of you? Oh, it's your window. I thought it was a knife.
Yeah, it does kind of look that like it looks like
Hello, Maranya's
yeah.
cleaver.
I'm glad he ended that with an ER.
I mean, this is probably the best drawing I've seen so far tonight. It's a little odd, but it seems pretty well done. Yeah, it's kind of whimsical, and I like the action lines, and the colors aren't bad. I think I'll give this a 10.
Alrighty, how about you, Melissa?
Yeah, it's pretty cute. 10.
Okie dokie. And MK?
Kind of reminds me of like Cabbage Patch Kids, Gen 13 or something. Not Cabbage Patch Kids. Like, what's that show? Captain Planet. Yeah.
That'd be pretty wild.
Yeah. I guess I will say 9. Yeah, I'll go with 9 on this one.
Alrighty, Eric.
I hate cute.
It's all right.
Well, this is a little fun.
I'm just kidding. Other than Roxy looking 42, this I'll get a 10 on this.
What are you talking about? The kid in the bottom right's got a beer gut.
It's baby
I'm really
fat.
only expecting so good now.
Pixel.
Gen 13, more like Gen Alpha, am I right? This is fun. This is really nice. I'm gonna go 10.
Alrighty, and Zach.
Gen 13, more like Gen Pre-K. I'd give it a 6.
Alrighty, and
Did you just steal my bit?
No, I improved your bit. There's a difference.
I'm giving it a 7. Let's go to the chat.
All right, cool.
Looks like we're starting off with
Or
little.
we'll go to RDV. God damn it. I thought I had everybody. Everything was going so smooth. Sorry, RDV.
One skip, Robin. I'm used to it.
Oh.
I'm a suck at Batman Shadow. This is more like X Babies.
Oh, it is X Babies.
That's what it looks like. I'm gonna go 10.
Gen 13 babies, they make your dreams come true.
No.
Gen 13 babies.
It'll be Gen X babies.
Same for you.
Wow, that sounded creepy as. But
In light of everybody getting skipped, you know what it's time for? Unnecessary roll call. Cyborg.
Starfire.
Raven.
Beast Boy.
Robin.
Get flash, baby.
I'm the narrator. Why am I still here?
And Aqua Ladio.
all right, what did you give this RDV?
I get a 10. And Pixel, you're part of the roll call. You're just Jericho.
What?
Okay, let's go to the chat, kids.
Anyway.
Little Ray
You don't know what Jericho is?
Oh, the jackal. I couldn't hear you.
And let's go to the roll. I'm seeing roll call now. Let's go to the chat, kids.
Little Ray car comes in. Little Ray car just zooms in with a 9, going beep beep.
Dark Admiral March Hare says ahoy! 8.
It's a Gem Soren 10.
One Slick Dude gives this an 8.
Black Spiders gives it an 8 as well.
Ethereal Dragon also says 8.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 5. Mac cover doesn't do anything for me. I can't make any profit off of these kids.
Well, Desert Rose gives this an 8.
Zach, you seem a little bit louder than the others. Can you please turn on your mic volume? 10%.
A little bit softer now. A little bit softer now.
I think Henry is really an RDB sock account now.
Maybe.
Wait, you're saying I forked out his money to get all these awesome covers?
Can you imagine? Dark Kato meows out a 10. It's creepy for some reason, but it's drawn well.
Rhaegar says I-10, which is an understatement near me. That's a little weird,
Hey,
Rhaegar.
if you know what, it makes sense that he would be a sock count because he didn't choose the ugly Andrew covers.
Parker Luck says, for me, this is an 8, which is better than most comics of today. I mean, you're not wrong.
Starfire, can you get book 5?
Yes. Henry Jeremick says, book number 5, Gil Kane, homage cover. It's pretty cool. It is the 9.
Zach's so loud that Jesus can hear him.
Hey, that's a silly joke.
All right. By the way, even with all his experience, he can't handle. Okay, let me explain something that happened here.
Hey! This is a family-friendly stream.
Okay,
here.
so I thought I would try a new flavor of tea here. Okay, it's raspberry. I like peach tea, by the way. So I was guzzling this, and what ended up happening, I kid you not, I'm very aware when this happens. I've got a sugar imbalance right now, and it makes me hyper, and I'm easily frustrated when I get this way. So I haven't really been trying to talk a lot, and so that's why you guys may have seen me crushing this ice block of a bottle of tea, and this is. I'm trying to kind of wash it out.
Process the sugar.
Yeah, because right now I'm like, it's just I'm tight and I'm tense because the sugar level is so high.
Would a boiled egg or something help your body kind of
That
balance?
would no. But I will be A-okay. That's just what's going on. I'm very aware. I tell my kids this thing also. Like if they see if for some reason I'm going off on small things, it's probably a sugar imbalance. Just let me know. That I'm doing that, and that's what's going on.
So when you're cranky, that's why. Okay,
that's actually more than likely. If I am cranky, that is what happened. I am diabetic. And
I apologize for calling you what you like, donkey.
Hi, diabetic.
But there you go. That's what if I seem like cranky, that's usually what happened. I had too much or too little, and it's just kind of throwing
too much,
off.
too little.
Yeah.
Are we talking about donkeys?
By the way, this tastes fine. I like Pure Leaf, by the way, but what I need to do is I need to put water in it and kind of cut it. So yeah,
that makes sense.
But there you go. Yeah. All right. But that's why if I seem cranky right now, that's why, and I apologize if I've come off.
It's okay.
That being said, I also am trying to keep this train rolling. So,
all right, then let's go to the next issue.
What's with you and trains?
Moving right along.
Well, you know what? Ever since I saw the movie Vertigo, I realized trains going into tunnels means something.
Next, he's gonna
I've
have a
always
list.
loved that. Yeah. Okay, so who are we on? MK.
Finally.
Oh no! I haven't scored this one. Okay. We have, I think I might have added some stuff up twice, but who cares? Let's see, 1, 5, 1, 6, and 1, 7, taking out 3 of the 10s. We've got 8 8s, and let's take, which actually removes all but 1 of the 9s. So here we go. All right. There we go. And that is the X-Men homage. And we have 2 9s, we have 2 8s, we have 1 7. No 10 yet. MK, you're next. So let's go for Gook 5. Oh, okay, I meant to say book, and I accidentally hit the G instead.
So we're Gook 5.
Well, unfortunately, that is what the soldiers called the Vietnamese, and it is a bit of a slur. So
I think they called him Charlie.
I can't write that down.
No. I mean, yes, partially, but
Go for book 5, and here we go. So there you are.
And here we go.
And book 5 is this is the homage to the Sandman.
Mr. Sandman.
Oh.
Lord.
Okay, this totally looks like a 90s like.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the Sandman covers.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess it's simple, and I guess I'll go 9 here, and yeah, and also, what's a better movie, Full Metal Jacket or Platoon?
Oh shit!
I like them both equally.
They're very good. Let's do this, and then we'll talk about movies after.
I'll just say the Full Metal Jacket is more quotable.
Well, Full Metal, they're 2 different movies. One is in the war, and one is really preparing for the war, and then the aftermath.
You just said let's move on.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Let's move on. Let's move on. You're right. Eric, what do you think? Goodness, Full Metal Jacket for me.
This is book number 5. Yeah, it is.
Book 5. Yes. Eric, what do you think?
About what?
This cover.
About this comic book cover.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen this.
Really?
Yeah.
This is book 6. My bad.
Book 6, yes.
I guess I'll give this a 10.
All right. And how about you, Pixel?
Listen, when it comes to the Sandman, I can enjoy some of those covers. But when it comes to comic book covers, I think for anything else, it sucks. This sucks. This is not a good cover to use for Gen 13 at all. The fact that they did is ridiculous. Who would want this variant cover? I don't know. I guess
fans of Sandman. I think this is very 90s.
Yeah. Well, it sucks here.
I'm
going to go 3.
3. Okay. And how about you, Zach?
Yeah, this doesn't look like a comic at all. It looks like one of those like romance novels that I'd see on my grandmother's shelf. That was like, why do you have this? This is less than a 3. This is Rossmo territory for me. This is a 1.
Okay. RDV.
Look at the detail on the flowers on the right side.
It's a photograph.
It looks realistic.
It's a photograph.
It looks realistic to me.
It's a photograph.
It's a photograph.
It's sketched really nice.
It's the way Amy says it. It's so perfect. It's a photograph.
It's a photograph.
So, unlike the 2 youngsters underneath above me, this is a 10.
I'm lowering my score to a 1. It's a photograph.
Yeah, I kind of would. Well, mine's already a 1, so.
You can't
RDV, what do you say?
I said it's a 10.
Okay, I
Not a
didn't hear
photograph.
it. All right, so Melissa and Amy.
It's a photograph. Why are we looking at this?
It's a comic book cover.
It's why?
You would hate looking at a lot of music album covers then.
Yes, I probably would. Why? Oh no, this is terrible.
It's a photograph.
Delivery is just amazing.
I'm glad for anybody who likes this and people who like commercial art and photographic arrangement and postmodern stuff. That's fine. I'm glad that you like it. Oh Lord, no.
In this voice, Amy, I need you to go, oh, Rob.
Oh, Rob, why?
Oh, that fulfills so many fantasies.
Are you happy now? You broke her.
That's awesome.
How about maybe 2? It's not morally offensive exactly. It's just everything else.
All right.
Everything else.
Melissa, what do you say?
Oh, it's gonna be kind of hard being more interesting than that. Sorry. Amazing. But when I saw this, it surprised me in that it actually looks like a vaporwave thumbnail for like a vaporwave video.
Yes, it does.
Which surprised me because that is usually kind of like that has people in the in the late 2000s looking back at old 90s stuff and remixing it.
And you like vaporwave stuff and that kind of thing, so you probably like it just fine.
Well, I mean, I think it's interesting and surprising to see an actual piece of art that looks like it's like people who imagine what the 90s looked like.
It just needs a
But
dolphin
it's actually
and it's
something from the
statue.
actual 90s.
It looks like an
But
Ace of
this
Base
is people
cover.
imagining what the 90s look like during the 90s. They are in the 90s doing this cover.
Right. And that's the kind of the surprising thing to me. I didn't expect it.
That's what we call an active imagination. It's happening at that time.
I mean, it looks more like a
Nightmare
paperback novel than a comic book. But it has a certain element of interest in it. Gosh, what do I call? Is this so bad it's good?
If you like it,
Yeah, score whatever you like.
yeah, that's if you like it, right?
Don't let the boys pressure you into it, saying it's bad.
Don't let your sister pressure you into one.
Vote for my book. Vote for whatever you like, and forget the people that say you're wrong.
Absolutely. No, if you enjoy it, then that's amazing.
Yeah, because we didn't think anybody would.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a 7. I don't know if I'd throw it into like a 10 so bad it's good situation. Sometimes if I found that cover, would I buy it? Would I want to look at my downtime while I look back at it and look on it, love fondly? I don't know about that, but it entertained me, and it surprised me with its choices. So I think I enjoyed myself. So I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
It looks like the 80s, 90s. Remember, if you remember the colors they had, especially you saw the fonts they used for like Saved by the Bell intro.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
A little.
All right, our MK, he started this off, so let's go to the chat, right? No,
Yeah, let's blame MK for this.
What do you rank it, Englentine?
Oh yeah, me. It's a photograph. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I liked the trade dress because they really nail the Sandman on that. But if you want to do a Sandman cover, you take elements that are in the story and you put them on the cover. Instead, as Amy quite aptly pointed out, it's a photograph, but it's a photograph. It's a photograph. It's a photograph that's been drawn over. And then what the is that black cat? It looks almost racist going on with the black face and the big white orange lips. What the hell is that corner right there? I'm giving this one a 4. Right. No, you know what? I'll give it. I'll actually raise mine to a 5. No, because obviously I'm feeling something. Let's go 6.
You guys keep saying photograph. I want to go listen to Def Leppard now.
It's a photograph.
It's a photograph.
All right, let's go to the chat and see what they have to say.
And little Rhaegar agrees with the one saying it's a photograph.
It is a photograph.
Jim Sorensen gives it a Jim Soren 5.
Manga Reader gives it a 5 and says, I don't like it. We'll be friends.
Imperial Dragon says Raker is correct. 1.
Dark Animal says, nah, it's a 6.
Let's see. I don't know if this is a ranking or not, but Desert Rose says Platoon 7.
That Gator says, oh dear. This is a 3. I'm gonna go bye-bye.
The Raker said, beep beep, Platoon is 8.
This is how we know little Rhaegar and little Rhaegar are separate people.
Michael Mouse Taylor says Gen 10 for the art.
What? Oh! Let's see here.
Parker.
Parker Luck says this cover reminds me of The Breakfast Club for some reason. It's an 8.
Never really cared for that. Henry Jeff says it's a 5.
One slick dude says 4.
Dark Admiral March Hare wants to go ahead and correct his ranking dropping it down to a 1 because it's a photograph.
Everyone is a conformist on this panel here.
I didn't know there was a fan film of this one. That would be awesome to check out. Yeah.
Every party has a pooper. That's why you invited everyone.
I know, right?
Party
I think the party pooper is Eric for giving it a 10.
Actually, I get a 10 too. So me and Eric have taste.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So where is Dark Out? He was a 6, and now he wanted 1. Okay. Let me erase the 6.
Eric, where did we go wrong with all these people?
We had 5 1s taking out the 3 10s, the 1 9, and one of the 2 8s, and then we have 1 2 taking out that last 8, and then we have 1 3 taking out one of the 2 7s, and then we have 1 4 taking out the other 7. Then we've got 3 5s taking out the 1 6. 2 5s are left, ladies and gentlemen.
How is there not a reject video on this?
Because it's specifically there are no rejects to be had. Nothing else other than these.
Apparently, everybody said this one was one.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the video. It's the reject. Yes. All righty. So let's get the going here. We are go for book 7. Yes, this was 6. I numbered it wrong. All righty, and there we go. And boom, we are back on track. And that was MK that led off on that one, right? So we're back to Eric. Here you go.
Oh, great. Another Spider-Man 300.
No, that's Spider-Man number 1.
Or yeah, that's right, McFarlane, yeah, number 1.
No.
What, the beer cans all over the place doesn't sell it?
Watch, they'll like this one, but they'll hate the other one.
It's not a photograph.
Look, he's even hanging from a web line in the corner box.
It's no. I feel like this could just, if you hear me and I'm really having trouble keeping Coco out of the wire, and I just keep saying no.
She was in that show?
No.
I got to watch it now.
Actually, what's going to happen, you're not going to hear Eric anymore because he's going to let Coco go for the wire.
It's an earnest attempt.
It's a cover.
An homage, but yeah, I don't like it.
Get away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 6. That's the best I can do.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
Not only do I not think it's done well, but it's imitating poorly that web-swinging, wall-crawling, hubcap-stealing, cake-eating, glory-hogging, coffee-drinking, skyscraper-defacing, mask-menace Spider-Man!
Yes!
This is a 2.
Okay. No, I think it would have been funny if you went an 8. All righty. How about you, Zach?
I actually like the cover that this is homaging, so that gets it some points. He does look like the Beast, but without the cool blue fur.
Oh gosh, no.
What do you score this?
Probably to Amy's dismay, I'm going to give this a 7.
All righty. We got a 7 from Zach. RDV, what do you think?
Well, everybody's been ranking this. I've been staring at their right arm.
What is up with it? It looks like he was like, is this the knee? Is this the knee? What is it? Because he's got it out like the web pose where he's shooting the web. What? Nobody's freaking. Popeye doesn't have arms that big. The hell's going up without arms?
To be fair, though, the kids today love Absolute Batman.
And his finger is broken. Look at his pinky finger.
Absolute Batman. Did you see the cover? It has Bane on this, and it looks exactly the same.
It looks like they drove it. They drew his. Okay, I guess he's doing the thumb and the finger right there. Right, that's a thumb. But it's supposed to be up like this, but his arm is up like this, but his hand is down. The freaking hell's going on with that? You know, we're not even up to Amy who's going to destroy this. What the hell is that? Okay, I'm sorry. This is supposed to be your turn, RDB. What do you say?
1.
Alrighty.
Dang.
Light it on fire.
Golly.
Okay.
No, it's partially, besides the messed up arm and just the bad art, the fact that it's another homage, one of the millions of homage to that Spider-Man book by McFarlane, which is a bad book. Homage, whatever you care. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want. Deal with it. I've been doing that for 3 years now.
We're still going to correct you.
But I'll just say the one clever
We've been
thing
doing that for 3 years.
That's
true.
We've been doing that for 4 years.
The only one clever thing about this is birthday balloons, and it has silly strings. So your boy Zach's gonna love it.
Alrighty.
Birthday party clown.
Okay, ladies. What do you think?
Oh my God, she's broken.
This is Amy's no good, very bad.
Well, it is called Torment.
It's the best ranking ever.
It's like,
Okay. I don't really want to keep everybody. Oh, good Lord.
You know what? It seems like it actually sounds like Velma from Scooby Doo is having a breakdown.
It's like, can something be so poorly done it's actually offensive?
Yes.
Yeah. It sounds more like Daphne. She got a spill on her shirt and she's freaking out.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You know what?
Can I raise a question?
Yeah.
Do you think he chose his cover on purpose because it has the word torment, so he made it purposely bad?
Oh, is that their vision to do?
What I was actually wondering is, look, Jim did not pick out these covers. I thought it might be fun to do these variants because they were they were very popular back in the day. And I got to say, I was freaking right. Look, Jim just said Gen 13. I could have gone the series. I could have gone whichever way. But this is a lot of freaking fun ripping into these things. So, I was right.
I wouldn't be shocked if Jim leaves because you're offending him with all these bad covers.
Yeah.
Amy, you have to give us a number.
1.
Yes. Is the lonely. Yes. Usually 1 is the loneliest number, but it's got a lot of fun over here.
I'm going to agree. Lower mine to a 1.
Melissa,
Amy,
what do you?
I gotta ask Amy quickly. Would you start this? Would you burn this?
You mean like the original ink or pencil?
No. Would you set this on fire?
If you found a copy of it.
If I found a copy of it, no. I don't know. I put it back in the comic book box really quickly and then walk away.
So you only start forest fires, but not paper on fire.
No fires. Just
she
this
delicately
is
put it back in the box she pulled it out of, like
Melissa.
Melissa, what do you say?
Well, mostly what kind of I think the biggest beef I have with it is that it's a silly string. There's soda. There's balloons. He looks like he's kind of hanging from a some kind of party web.
It's supposed to be spider web. Yeah.
But he's trying to look all snarling and tough.
Like Wolverine.
I just kind of feel like the elements just clash, and I'm just not having fun at all looking at this.
The anatomy. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, but I don't know if Grunge just looks weird or. Anyway,
no, everything is terrible about this. I'm trying to find one thing that's good.
Yeah, what if they clone the Juggernaut?
I know. I actually have something you can point out that's pretty good.
Really?
The lettering.
Gen 13?
You read it, right? Gen 13 looks good. You can read the legend of the Crunchmeister. You can read Torment, the spell of Grunge. You actually have decent lettering enough that you can, even the lettering of the signature, you can read clearly. Those are things you can point out.
The silly string bottles. Those are cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice green background with the pink against it.
Pink and green
balloons.
Everything is spelled correctly.
Being green.
All right. So what do you score this, Melissa?
I just kind of feel like I want to give it a 4.
Okay.
There's all anatomical problems. Some of the perspective in the silly string's good.
By the way, 4 is
just thematically. It's like the string. feel like it kind of failed on getting the kind of fun and the parody of it.
Like if he were smiling, it would fit.
Yeah. If he were having, it looked like he was having fun doing a tribute cover and not like he was the coolest thing, toughest thing ever. This is not the time to look like the coolest, toughest thing ever.
Okay.
If Wolverine were in this setting, he would just look very put upon. So if you're serious, you're put upon. Or you're enjoying or you're having fun. You're not looking tough and cool.
Can we put this out like I said before?
I'm going to join the 7 on this one, and let's get to the chat.
All right.
No, I can't because of that arm. I tried. It's got to.
Did you notice the first
It's a
the
four.
kind of
It's a
facing
four.
forward?
Do we get MKs?
No, you forgot MK.
MK, what do you say?
Yeah, he reminds me of a big Spider-Man caught in a big web. I think I will say, I guess I'll go 8 here. And also, what's the better song, Dream On or Give Me Shelter?
Dream On.
Dream on.
Alrighty, and let's go to the chat, kids.
Little Rhaegar starts us off.
Why not skip, dude? Says 7, the most overused homaging. I don't know if it's the most overused. I feel like it's not. I don't see that many homages to this anymore.
Jim Sorensen says 5.
Ethereal Dragon says 3.
And Doc, I'll go 9 here, eh?
Oh, Desert Rose gives this a 7.
Pocaluck? What's that? Matt Boyd says it's the Hulk on Cocoa Puffs. 4.
Michael Mouse Taylor says Gen 3. Disguise and wires and using my intellectual property.
Oh no!
Unforgivable.
Pixel Walking, can we get a score?
Yes, Henry Jamek says book number 7, Computer Colors at Too Dark. I guess that's Silly String. Bubblegum would have been better. It's a 5.
That kid that comes in with the 5. He said, well, I guess it's better than that photograph.
Was that a photograph?
No, that would have.
I don't need your photograph.
Little Raycard says beep beep. Looks like he's doing a poop.
Wow.
That's
Let's
a
see here.
weird thing to say.
Thanks, Kato.
Rhaegar says, yes, every time I rate something lower than a 6, I'm morally offended by how bad it is.
Did somebody do the little Rhaegar?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I just
Oh, I
poopy.
didn't. Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Zach went poopy.
You're poopy. One
Shit
Slick
poopy.
says
Shit
drop
poopy.
mine to a. One Slick says to drop his to a 3. The longer he looks at it, the more it makes his eyes hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So did
fair.
Darth Kato. I'm trying to find their original Dark Admiral, right? Okay.
Yeah, he had a 9.
Yeah. Okay. So 9 and a 7 need to go.
It is one of those the longer you look at it.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
This has been great, guys. I've really enjoyed this. Amy, I don't like tormenting you, but your torment is so entertaining.
I'm glad somebody's having fun with it. Then it'll be good.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Here's what we got here, guys. 2 1s, no 10s, no 9s. So the 2 1s are taking out the 1 8 and one of the 2 7s. Then we've got a 2, which takes out the last of the 7s. Next up, we've got 3 3s taking out the 2 6s and one of the 4 5s. And then we've got 3 4s taking out the rest of the 3 5s. The 4s win. This is graded worse than the photograph. All righty, kids. We're moving on. We are moving on where we go for book. We are on book number 8, and this is what Pixel's taking off, isn't he?
No, I'm here. I
Oh,
was just
okay.
resting in my seat.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
Mm.
This is fun, kinda.
Yeah.
I like the rat.
The faces are really poorly done. God, I almost wish we had done a regular lineup because just all these variants of this one cover God, this really just sucks to see.
Oh, I don't know if any of
Like,
Sorry,
look
I
at
thought it would
the
be fun.
faces.
Once again, do not put this on Jim. Jim just said Gen 13. I sent a message. I said, did you know they have 13 variants for number one? All he said was, and usually I don't share messages. Don't think this is what I do. But all he says, wow, I didn't know that they had that. I said, yeah, I think it'd be kind of, I said, I think it'd be kind of cool just to do the variants. Because I thought about doing that for the Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy has 12 number ones, like the 12 covers for their number one, and all are beautiful. But I thought at the very least, these are interesting. And you know what? I don't feel bad about this because this has been a lot of fun tearing into them. So there you go.
This has been a great time. Those faces are horrible. This is really, really poorly done. Let's go. I think very bad, like Ramos, is very accurate. This is a 3.
That's not Ramos. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. I thought you were saying like Riley Rosma. No, you're saying Ramos. Okay, cool. All righty. And Zach, what do you say?
I think Pixel has besmirched the name of Ramos. That being said,
Ramos is just. Are you kidding me?
Humberto Ramos with a giant clown
in
feet?
almost every picture Fairchild is in, something is wrong with her face. That girl cannot catch a break below the neck.
Nope.
Well, actually, no, because her knee was off in the first cover.
Right.
But her eyes here are it's like the Captain America from the other night. It's like they have to call collect if they want to talk to each other. Same thing with the dude in the glasses, too. His eyes are weird. So what's that? That's 2 out of 8. So I'll give this a 6. I like the Brady Bunch theme. That's always fun. The other characters look fine. So I'm going to give it a 6.
All righty. And RDV, right? You're next.
I would hope so, unless there's someone else going before me. 10.
Wow.
Okie dokie.
I love that. I'm looking at how they did this with cover to advertise. I might do this for my channel. I love that. That's cool.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I have something I really have to go over here because it's perplexing me. So this is the art that you're defending.
I get it. I don't know why. It speaks to me, though. It
speaks to me, too.
It tells me that this guy has had one of those African ring neck things going on for 50 years.
It's got like a Scotty Young kind of a vibe to it. I like Scotty Young's art. So.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, anyway.
That's that's supposed to be stylistic. Like, you don't take it seriously. Like, oh, that's not how the body works.
Yes.
It's supposed to be like rubber hose cartoony.
Okay, so
are you kidding me? I'll just say this: as a Spider-Man collector, when his covers came on, I hated those covers. I looked for variants.
What do you say, ladies, about the Gen 13 bunch cover?
This is. You know what? I like the little green rat. He's very cute.
It's Beast Boy.
Yeah, it's Beast Boy. All right.
If he got rabies, look at his face.
But I guess he'd be turning into like a tamarin, like little critter or something like that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything that doesn't have problems. So I guess I'll just give it points for its whimsy and for the excellent letter, because the Gen 13 bunch looks really cute.
Do you mean problems? What's his problems?
I also like how it says 8 p.m.
Yeah, I forgot about problems.
At the bottom, I'm just noticing that.
The what?
Time at the bottom, the 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central.
As I said, that's awesome. That's what I was pointing out. I want to do that. I'm probably gonna do it for the channel.
That's great.
I love that.
I think this is so it's oh lord. It's I just kind of want to give something a 10, and this isn't
there are more covers coming, so
think some will be better.
We are on book 8. We got 4 more after this.
Okay.
Could you retroactively make it a 10? To give your honest vote and give it a retroactive 10 if it turns out nothing but
Yes, you can do that.
Amy, it's not a photograph.
Yeah, that's true.
The bar is so low.
That's all right.
Photograph.
Not be a picture.
It's a TV intro.
Is that supposed to be the weird guy from all the other covers? The one with the sunglasses?
Yeah.
What? That's not what his face is.
That's George Perez with hair.
Oh, good Lord Almighty. Oh boy. I'm trying. I really am. How about an 8? Yeah.
8 said.
How about an 8?
He's got the guy in the middle looks like he's just been drinking a lot.
Okay, Melissa, what do you say?
I think I'm gonna have an 8 too.
I do like the little rat guy. He's cute.
MK, what do you say?
Reminds me of that monkey from Star Wars that Jabba kept as a pet.
Actually, no, you know what it looks like? What Jabba eats.
MK, what do you say?
Yo, MK, what's up?
I will say this reminds me of Hollywood Squares for some reason, but yeah, also the Brady Bunch.
Squares.
Yeah, yeah, I guess I'll go 8.
All righty, Eric.
Okay, a couple of things.
Don't let me
Zach,
down, Bruce.
Yeah.
do you ever have dreams where you half taste?
People ask me about like, if I can taste food, and I'm just like, "What's that? You don't just eat bland tasting stuff."
You know what he told me? He has a kiddie pool just for putting his feet in.
Yeah, it's the best. Don't you besmirch it.
No, I've got to back Zach up on this because I used to get the inflatables for the kids, the inflatable pools, and just sitting there in a lawn chair and soaking the dogs. Yeah, that's awesome.
MK, my brother, have you ever seen the opening theme of the Brady Bunch?
Yeah. It's been a while, but yeah. I've seen it.
And how the fuck do you get Hollywood Squares out?
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I did say that. Yeah, I can see the Brady Bunch, correlation too. Just
Number 3, ladies, apologize for the F bomb.
the tic tac toe, See, the same shit.
Now, Caitlin always. Like I said, she always looks like she's got those googly eyes.
And her head's misshapen.
But well, yeah, that's weird. That
she was born that way. Get over it.
That's how they did that at the beginning, and then she, by 20 issues in, she looked totally normal.
Oh, okay.
It's like Wonder Girl.
This is fantastic, and the clincher is Roxy lighting a heater, also known as a smoky treat.
All right. So what do you score this?
A 10.
All right.
Yeah, it's no different than Wonder Girl. Put on Young Justice, she was drawn horribly, and then Cassandra filled out.
Pixel, what do you say?
Wow, I haven't ranked this one yet.
I thought this started with Zach.
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So I guess the 7th. Well, no, that's my score. I just
no. You're right. I didn't rank this.
Okay.
I
1, 2.
Thought maybe. No, I did.
Zach, Amy, Melissa, RDV. Yeah, you did. I skipped myself actually here. So you know what? I agree with Eric. I think this is a fun. I don't think the faces are off or anything. They look fine. I mean, one guy's neck is way too freaking long. The rat's cool. Yeah, I dig this. I'm going to 10. And let's go to the chat.
All right.
Darth Kato says,
meow, 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 meow. 10. This one's fun. I like it.
It is.
Kim Sorensen gives it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Little Rhaegar gives it a 9.
Little Rhaegar says, beep, beep, looks like a game show. 7. Zoom.
And Dark Admiral March Hare says 6. It looks like Dallas Bryce Howard as Frankenstein's bride.
Desert Rose gives it a 4. Mickey, I'm concerned.
Wait a second. Did you just say Rhaegar gives it a 9 and then a 7 and then a 6? Evil. Old people know, by the way. Old people know.
9, 7.
There's actually a horror film from the 80s called 976 Evil. And that was wait a second. I know that number. Okay, anyway, keep going. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's my channel. I'm sorry to interrupt.
One Slick Dude gives it a 7.
Yes, and Tony Hayes gives this an 8. But what do we have here? We have
Michael Mouse Taylor saying da 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 Gen 4. The one in curls is supposed to be in the lower right box.
Oh, he's right. That's an error. Yes, the curls do go in the lower right box. That's where Cindy was. That's right.
Oh.
Luck. What's that? Says, are we sure this isn't really that old Hollywood Squares game by chance? Wow, so MK is not the only one that went there. He gives it a 2. A bouncy 2.
Ethereal Dragon says 7.
Yeah,
and loses a point for not having the title in the middle.
We need
The green creature is Roxy's dimension pet creature named Queelock, by the way.
I forgot the R.
There we go. And Raven.
It isn't the 2000s, 2010s.
If Rucko was writing it, would be. All right. I think Henry's the next one.
Yeah, Henry's next.
Henry Garmick. Book 8. It's rendered well, but the jaw on the blonde-haired guy looks off. The style, like the big eyes on Fairchild, is not my cup of tea. It's a 5.
It would be improved with the.
If it was Hollywood Squares, they'd all have desks in front of them.
All right, that's the last of the letters, and Rhaegar is saying 976 Evil Part 2 was better than the first one. Here we go. We have, let's see, 1, 2 taking out one of the 3 10s, and then we've got a 3 and a 4 taking out the last of the 10s. And next up, we have 1, 5 taking out the 1, 9. And then we have 2 6s taking out 2 of those 6 8s. And then 3 7s trying to help out, but losing. And this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. All righty.
Not bad.
It's so far not bad for for the Gen 13. We do have 2 9s. We've got 3 8s. We've got 1 7, a 5, and a 4.
Good.
All righty. So far, no 10. We do have 4 more covers to go here. Let's go for book 9. And I guess, Pixel, you led off the last one. So this one is for Zach. And Zach, hey, Tony Hayes, what's up? And you get... Oh my gosh, it's the Katie Keene cover.
Oh. It's like the little coloring books. You cut out the clothes and you do the
paper dolls.
It's the
I
paper
never
doll
did
cover.
those. Not at all. No.
The chloroform ones, right? No.
Hey, I had daughters, so I know what these are all about.
Where are her organs, England? No, I'm just kidding.
This is when Josh just
They're
got
in the
killed.
basement.
They're in the basement.
She's got
okay.
legs.
This is honestly the J. Scott Campbell. I think this might be his best cover that we've seen.
Mhm.
The detail, I like the shoes. I like the other face too with the sunglasses on.
You want those shoes, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm just pointing out that it's funny.
They're cute.
All the different options, so many options, and they even put them on the trade dress too. That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's adorable.
For creativity, I'm going to give this a 10.
All right. And how about you, RDB?
The Stacy Keebler edition. I'm glad he remembered, hey, when I draw a leg long, I got to draw the other one just as long.
There you go.
They're equal.
They have to match.
I mean, it's comic books, so the logic, the fact that her legs would be so long and she'd have a short torso, she's still woman.
Well, there you go.
But
I do like Crocs, Rhaegar.
Well, the long legs like that, especially when you consider the Katie Keene covers or Barbie or even sometimes Betty and Veronica, long legs like that are not out of the ordinary.
I mean, she'll win the long jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go 8 with this.
All right. And
But you can see where we get but you can see with the jeans and all stuff. This is where we get the Mary Jane.
And Amy and Melissa, what do you think?
I really like this. It's creative and it's actually pretty well drawn. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. And it's nice to see something. I will give this a 10.
We're gonna have to give Amy a sedative by the end of the night to calm her down from all the bad covers.
Melissa, what do you say?
Oh, I want to give it a 10 too, and I think I will. I just this little paper doll theme is just it makes me very happy. I think this is just cute.
All
And
right.
kind of wholesome.
MK, what do you think?
Emma says 10.
All righty.
Emma did not say 10. You're a loser. Emma,
Alrighty.
look, Emma. You're not Emma. You're Emma.
This is a nightmare. This is a special 8th circle of hell where everyone.
So, Eric,
Elmo.
Eric, what do you say
Zach,
about the
I
paper
just
doll
want to
cover?
give you a hug.
Eric,
Yeah, I was just waiting for the screeching to stop.
I know
The screeching? Oh, no.
it's gotten bad tonight.
Okay, well, okay. One thing about the unusually long legs on Caitlin, you have to remember this was like 1994. Image, if you were reading Image at the time,
Everyone had long
this
legs.
did not stand out.
That is true.
I mean, everything Eric Stevenson drew,
Local
they
show.
all looked like this.
Yeah.
And actually, J. Scott Campbell made them look better than the other ones, which really anyway. But for all the reasons everybody's already stated, I'm going to say 10. Right,
All
Coco?
right.
She said 10.
Okay, I dig on this for all the reasons everybody's mentioned. This is a very creative cover. It's a fun cover. Like I said, it reminds me of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God dang it, 7. Okay, so yeah, okay, we got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, you did it, buddy.
You didn't start. Okay, Pixel, fine. We'll act
You
like
know
you're
what?
an actual human. Go.
You know what? I really, really like this one. This is fun. This is what a variant cover should be. It should be fun and cutesy and done well, like this one. You know, to those long legs, I'll just go ahead and steal from Doc Ock again. Those gams. This is a 10.
Otto.
Oh man.
I'm gonna be sick.
Okay.
Are we in
There we go.
this ranking?
Let's go to the chat.
I wish, dear May, but rather I keep you to myself.
On to the chat.
It's not May, it's June. Calm down. Ethereal Dragon says 8.
They're having pride in their work, okay? Leave them alone.
Tim Sorensen gives this a 9.
It's true. He does. And
Doc Admiral Much S says 10.
Tony Hayes says 8.
Rhaegar Targaryen says 10.
Darth Vader comes in with an 8.
Oh, hello, Oliver.
Oliver and Company says a 10. A 10.
It's Belmont. Belmonte.
I like my joke better. Okay.
Yeah, yoke it up.
One Slick Dude says 7. Legs are way too long compared to her torso.
But they match, and that's a step in the right direction.
Because we're talking about legs.
What does it,
No,
what is-
Taylor says Gen 7 for creativity.
I'm
This-
sorry,
I
Minnie,
think
you skipped.
Who?
I'm waiting for Mickey to finish. That's fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Minnie.
Oh, it's all right.
I thought you said it. I wasn't even thinking. Go ahead.
Oh, well, it's just Desert Rose gives this an 8.
Good to hear. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7 for creativity. I think this is a nod to the paper dolls cutout. That's what it is. It's good marketing.
It is.
But God, all these rats are on here.
Baka luck. What's that? 9. I love the make your own Caitlin Fairchild doll cover.
It's fun, right?
Can we get a Starfire?
Yes, you may. Henry Jeremick says, book number 9. Strange subject matter for a cover, is it? Average. Oh, it is the 6.
Little Rhaegar says, that girl's almost naked. So I'm going to go 10.
Somebody slashed the tires on that car.
He's going to go fast, baby.
Alrighty, that is all the numbers.
Michael
Michael Mouse Taylor
Oh, hold on.
says, bump up my 7 to 8. for creativity because I don't have a lot of that these days.
Okay, so we have 1 6 and 1 7, and then 6 8s, taking out
Call you
8.
Zachary Binks. And
Then
this
we have,
is-
and then we, God, Lord in heaven.
Have some sugar there, buddy.
Okay, so we have 1 6 and 1 7 and 6 8s, taking out 8 of the 10 10s. We almost had one. We almost had a 10 there, guys. But yeah, we have 3 9s, taking out the last 2 10s, and that's where this lands. All right, we got a 9.
Oh boy,
Eric Breen.
It was close.
Oh,
It was close.
The old man's probably fighting with the cat.
Go for book. We are on book 10, and this time around it is, that was Zach, right? This is RDV's.
Yes.
All right. And RDV, you get the heavy metal homage.
Rager says, can you imagine I have to live with Mickey and hearing that voice 24/7? It would drive you to drink.
That's what Elmo does to me.
You know, I will rent this SMR just for you.
La 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 la.
I only have the fortitude for one, so y'all have to fight for this.
Okay, so RDV, what do you think?
Wow, I was going to your point and you cut me off. Is that Caitlyn sitting in the corner losing her religion? In the bottom left?
Honestly, I don't know. I think Caitlyn is the redhead that's on the right-hand side.
It's hard to tell. I know they're going for Zeta.
Yeah.
So it's a nice attempt of it, you know, and the numbers are jumbled a little bit though. At first I thought it was Green Lantern.
I like the Gen. Yeah, I kind of like the trade dress.
If you don't focus on it, it kind of looks like Green Lantern.
It reminds me of the Idiocracy, where the hospital that doesn't fit, so they put the L on the top.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going 10 with this. This is cool.
Alrighty. How about you, ladies?
I'm conflicted. It's I guess probably one of the better drawings, but it's not.
Think about it like this, because with the way they do the 13 and all that kind of stuff, and the it's more a parody than an homage.
It's not anything.
All right.
I mean, it's fine.
It's a take on fantasy stuff like Conan the Barbarian, you know.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't look like any of the characters. So
Well,
I don't.
Copyrights.
Right, it doesn't look like the Gen 13 characters. I mean, if it were this guy and he had like a little green mouse guy that was sitting on his helmet.
Obviously, because the tattoo, you can tell that's the dude with the that was on the Spider-Man cover. You've got the girl with the purple hair off to the side. What you thought was a girl is the in the background with the red shirt. That's the fire guy. That's the Johnny Storm wannabe.
Okay.
The redhead is Fairchild, and then the other young lady is the one at the feet there. So yeah, you can actually tell who those Thank you. Those are the characters. You can tell what characters, which one's supposed to be.
I'm guessing, is Brandon Cho the person who did the painting, or Alex Garner?
If I were to guess, I would say Alex Garner.
It says BI, whatever, BI2.
Oh, never mind. It might be Brandon Choi then.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's well painted. It's yeah, it's I don't know, 7.
Alrighty. How about you, Melissa?
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 too.
What'd you say?
She said 7 as well.
Okay. Cool. Let me see what we have here. This actually doesn't say. 7th cover is a homage of heavy metal, but it doesn't say who did the 7th cover.
It says Biz, whatever that is, or it's Bizarre or something. It's hard to tell what it is.
Bizarre?
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah,
Simon Bisley.
Beasley.
Okay.
Okay, now it's obvious. All righty. And Melissa said 7 as well. Alrighty, how about you, MK?
Yeah, the girl on the lower left. She kind of reminds me of the girl from Garbage, the band Garbage.
Shirley Manson.
Hey,
Wow.
you have a girl in your garbage? It's a little.
You never heard of the band Garbage before? You
No.
freaking Zoomer.
That was funny when you said that. Yeah, this dude reminds me of Shao Kahn. I don't know, for some reason, like with the girls like worshiping him and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll go 10. It's a cool cover.
He looks menacing until you see the clown nose.
Oh yeah.
All right, Eric, what do you think?
This is gonna sound weird. I don't like it,
Yeah.
but it is such a perfect. This is the best homage by a mile. This is 10, easy 10, because but again, I'm not a heavy metal fan.
Right.
But man, does this one hit the mark? So it achieves the objective.
Okay, how about you, Pixel?
Yeah, I know. I have to agree with Paul up there. This is going ahead, and it is being a good homage. It's done well, even with the characters having a little bit of an identity issue. But it's still enough that you're able to tell. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 as well.
All righty. And Zach.
Yeah, I mean the shading is good. The figure work is good. It definitely does have that Conan Barbarian vibe to it. Again, the trade dress is done very well. I'll give it a 7.
All right, and I gave it a 10 because I think it really works for what I believe it is doing. Is not an homage, but a parody. All right, let's go to the chat where Jim Soren completely disagrees with a 4. And then Dark Admiral says 10, and Ethereal comes in with a 4, and so does Rhaegar.
All right.
Rhaegar! Little Rhaegar says, "Owes lots of ladies. That guy's lucky. I wish I could be that guy. I go beep 10.
Desert Rose gives this a 6. That's fair.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I was saying it reminds you of Rosetta because Rosetta did a lot of heavy metal stuff too.
That's what it's trying to be.
Yeah, but it's close. He says Admiral is saying it's close to the Bisley, and because it was a Bisley.
Yeah.
Darth Kato gives us a 10. It's a fantastic cover.
And Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, this is a Gen 10. Now this is the best cover so far."
I guess Rhaegar is reinforming that he's saying it's a 4.
Oh, did he say it twice?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, let me take away one of these 4s. I'm just looking at the numbers. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Starfire.
Who's the next one?
Henry Jeremic. He wants the Starfire.
We all want Starfire.
Henry Jeremic says, book number 10. I like the Simon Bisley look and the Rosetta girls leaning against the sword. It is the 10.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Rosetta with the skull and the sword and everything, and the girl leaning up against. Yeah, it's
very specific.
Paka luck. Is this more Conan or heavy metal connection? Overall, 9.
Someday we'll find it. The heavy
rainbow connection.
The lovers, the dreamers,
and
me. One slick dude says 8. That's it.
And I love comics. It says stop singing.
So does the audience. They cannot stay here. They'll leave this for sure if you guys keep it up. So get out of here.
That was actually pretty good. A pretty good one. That wasn't bad. And now it's stuck in all of your heads.
The lovers, the dreamers, and me. And the chat's gone.
Yep.
Bye.
And so's E.
E had a very important conversation. Gail's beat him up.
Okay. I wonder what the next issue is.
Oh, I know. I saw what they are, and
I'm going to look them up now. Actually,
They're gonna be great, right?
Full unrelated bit, but apparently, if you go to the DC shop, they have a replica of the Green Lantern ring.
I saw it.
It looks good.
Oh, see, I think it looks ugly.
Oh, really? I would wear that. Like,
I don't know. I think I'll wait for the Hal Jordan one because I think that's got to be probably like Guy Gardner's replica.
It is Guy Gardner's, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wait for the Hal Jordan.
Hi. Alrighty, let's see. We had 3 4s taking out 3 of those 9 10s. We have 1 6. So now we only have 5 10s left, but they're going up against only 3 7s. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time tonight, we have a 10.
well, looking at 10, 12, and 13 look nice.
All righty. Well, yeah, I forgot. We don't have 12 books tonight. We have 13. Let's go for
yeah, I know. But I'm looking at them.
11. Yeah, I know, right?
13 we've done before, and I remember Amy specifically not liking that cover.
Yeah, I know. She's going to see it again. But for now, it is that was RDV. So this is Melissa and Amy. You get the Pulp Fiction.
I've been waiting for this cover.
And by the way, this is a photograph. So you got to look at it as a photograph, not a drawn comic book, because it's not a drawn, it's a photograph. Yeah.
It's cosplay.
It's a cosplay. Yep.
Like the Fish Gate cover, just a bit.
What's the name of the cosplayer?
I don't know.
She's sold for you now.
Looks like Laura's son, Giacomo, whatever her name was, from the stand. I don't know.
It does not say on League of Comic Geeks.
Yep.
It's a photograph.
The character's Roxy.
Yeah, but what do you think of the cover itself? The composition, maybe the lighting. What looks good? What looks bad? I mean, there are ways of judging this as a cover.
Because she's the only thing that's real, and the rest of it's all drawn.
Oh, that would explain a lot.
Okay, well that's kind of
look
cool.
at the gun. There's no way it's a real gun.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right about this. Okay, so we've got something to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be talking about everything, but there you go.
Talk about. Sorry, Step Brothers.
Right? I guess it's a. No, they don't. Is it a cover if it's for a movie, or is that called a?
It is. It's no. It's an homage to the Pulp Fiction cover.
The movie, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, to the movie poster. The poster, yeah.
Yeah, they just took the cover, replaced a couple of things, and cropped out most of the detail because they didn't have the full one. It's posed differently. I mean, how much credit am I supposed to give this? It doesn't really have any vision. It doesn't have any skill. It's a
pin-up cover.
But why? I mean,
because it was Into His Boys back then.
I guess this was a popular movie back then, so people just thought, hey, this will be funny. And they had a cosplayer anyway, so they thought, hey, this will be funny. And we'll just make a variant cover out of it, because who likes drawings anyhow?
I would have rather had Tarantino in that dress on the cover.
What on earth?
Yeah, that's kind of sick there, dude.
It'll get more talked about.
I get the hot takes? No. I deny this reality.
Zach, you do that all the time with your bad taste.
That's true.
It's fine, I guess. 4.
All righty. Melissa, what do you think?
I like the colors in the wig. The like it's well lit. I think I'll just give it a 7.
Yeah.
All right.
Darth Gato, if you want to go blind, picture Bill Clinton in the blue dress.
And MK, what do you say?
I will say, yeah, I'll say 10.
All right. Eric.
Yeah, you need something?
Didn't you like this cover?
What do you think about the Pulp Fiction homage cover here?
Okay, I actually have this poster.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good back in the day when we're in good standing at your LCS, you could score promo posters.
Oh,
It's not as cool as my John Sable freelance, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
But we're not. I said this. Technically, we're judging covers, not necessarily drawings.
Yeah.
And this is, and Amy, Pulp Fiction was arguably the biggest movie of the '90s.
Oh.
I mean, if you ask my what movie stands out for you from the '90s, you're gonna Pulp Fiction will get a good share of votes.
The baseball bat scene always sticks out to me.
Yeah, you know, I've seen it once and it did not, you know,
It wasn't my
anyway,
thing.
But this flawlessly, the poster or the original movie poster with Uma Thurman.
Yeah,
this pretty much nails it. So I'm going 10.
All right, and Pixel.
I mean, it does get the poster right, but unlike Heavy Metal, which is a magazine and thus its existence is kind of intertwined with comic books, this is kind of just, yeah, no, it doesn't do it as much as the last one did. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's good. It's 7.
It was also the same year as the movie, so I mean, it was very topical at the time.
Right.
If you don't like it because it's not a comic book cover, it's a movie. Well, we rank the Deadpool ones. Same thing, concept.
Okay, so Zach, what do you think?
So here's a hot take for y'all, since RDV hasn't heard one in a minute. I don't care for Pulp Fiction. I find it boring and overrated. And as such, I have no attraction to this cover. There's nothing appealing. As Amy says, those 3 magic words, it's a photograph. It's a doctored up photograph, but a photograph nonetheless. I give it a 2.
2.
Zach, I was with you until you said you don't care for this because it's a photograph. Just proving again.
RDV?
We keep on doing it. Oh.
This matches Roxy's personality. She's in the books. She is the flirtatious kind of like she's the bad girl. She's smoking cigarettes, but she has a punk look. This fits her perfectly for this. They have her in this cover, and as Eric said, it's a homage. And this was how could you not do a homage to a popular movie in the '90s like this? So it is a 10.
Okay. Now, just a few points of the '90s. Titanic was the biggest film.
It hadn't come out yet.
I was about to say, but this is 1994, and at the time, Pulp Fiction was. I think over time, Shawshank Redemption from the same year has taken over. But this is a great homage to the poster. They did this well. I like the artistic, the cartoon stuff around it. This is a 10. Let's go to the chat. Where Jim has a 7, and then Dark Admiral has a 1. Despise it.
Yeah.
I have
With you, Dark Admiral.
One slick dude says 7. I prefer the She-Hulk Pulp Fiction homage.
I do too. That's actually a drawing, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. Artwork.
Angel Medina.
Cato says 10. I love Pulp Fiction, so even though it's a photograph, I still like it.
Michael Mouse Taylor says Gen 8. Cool. Homage.
Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Little Raycar says that girl's like a sexier Mariko teriyaki. I go 10.
What the heck? Regular Ray, I'm going to call him Rhaegar Prime, says 10.
Guess what? Scorpion?
I think he means MK.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Me.
Me, Scorpion.
Okay. Oh, no. That was a Transformer voice, actually, the one that laugh I did.
You read Henry Jermix?
Oh, Henry Jermix says, time for an MK
No,
comparison.
yep, no, it's MK. I'll pop on the screen for you since you can't find it.
Oh, MK time.
There's no number there.
Oh, okay.
But he's still asking.
He's asking a question.
It's the next one down.
Oh, for some reason I didn't see that in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, out of those
What's the
two,
number?
I actually kind of like them both equally, but yeah.
Book 11. It's all right. It is 7.
Fury of Dragon says 8.
Rhaegar wants to know who Marioki Teriyaki is.
Watch Iron Chef.
Hilarious.
And
Freaking
that
hilarious.
I think
Hey,
that's
Samuel
all.
last of
Jackson.
the numbers.
Yeah, John,
His first movie was Coming to America, by the way, Michael Taylor. All
but I
right.
said Samuel Jackson, English, do you speak it? Like that's become like there's so many quotes from Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Whether you like the movie or think it's boring, offensive, it's so quotable.
Okay, so we have 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, and they're taking out 3 of the 10s. So there is 4 10s left, but here comes 4 7s knocking those out, and then we have 3 8s taking out the 1 9. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. We have 2 covers left for the day, and I'm gonna judge it by the past. We'll see how
If you didn't like
Amy
this
and
cover, Amy, let's see how you like the next one.
yeah, I know, right? Let's say go for book 12. Once again, there are 13 variant covers here, 14 if you count the blank one, but we're not. I do believe this is MK. So, MK, you get the Janet Jackson.
Jeez.
Oh.
Holy cannoli.
To explain what's going on, there was a, what was it, Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stones, yeah.
Yeah, there was a Rolling Stone cover where Janet Jackson was standing there and somebody was giving her a hand bra. That's what this is an homage to.
That looks like that's the guy, the grunge guy nobody likes, holding her.
Yeah.
It is.
I think so.
Yeah, I was. It's funny because my first I'll write this cover actually before I ask, but yeah, I like the detail on it. Honestly, I mean, it kind of reminds me of Sets, that book I used to read. So, is it Zombie Slut or something, or
Zombie Tramp.
Zombie Tramp.
Zombie
That's-
Tramp, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like just maybe it's the pose or like the type
It's anatomy how skinny she is.
I'll point out something. This is the first time Fairchild has had proper proportions.
Yeah, face too, right?
She doesn't have 10-foot long legs or anything like that. She's got proper human proportions.
Well, you
Well,
can't
that's
see that
actually a
come off.
fold-out cover.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what do you score this?
No,
MK?
I was gonna say, yeah, I would give this a 10. Also, kind of the dude's arms kind of reminds me of the Rat King a little bit from TMNT.
Well, yes, the turtles. Yeah,
yeah, he's got like the
Taped-
straps
taped
and
up.
everything. And
All righty. Eric, what do you think?
I think this has been a really weird time capsule trip back to 1994.
I know, right?
And real quick, I said, you said how Titanic became the movie of the 90s. Maybe it did, but the reason why that was so successful was the mothers who went on to spawn Taylor Swift's fan base generated all that money for Titanic because they all went to see it about 14 times.
My neighbor saw.
I saw it 3 times myself, but
My
I
neighbor was
I
on the
saw it for
news.
free.
My neighbor, she was on the news. She saw it 14 times.
It was amazing. I remember that. It was just anyway. Yeah. Again, this one is for what it's supposed to be as effective as the heavy metal one. This one is nails it completely. So I'm giving it a 10.
All righty. Pixel. Amy.
Huh?
Let Pixel do his thing, please.
No, she wasn't interrupting. I wasn't stopping. I was thinking.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, no, she's just humming. She's fine.
Sorry.
There is. Yeah, this is a gimmick cover. I see that, Henry. But there's something about the woman in her that brings out a man in me. I like this one. This is the boy in me liking it. It's a 10.
All righty. How about you, Zach?
Hold on, I'm coming.
Fudge.
Sorry.
We went to go get something.
I stepped out. I had to go get a snack from the kitchen.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Snack that smiles back. Goldfish.
Oh, I wish I would kill for carbs right now.
Why you wouldn't be able to taste them?
All right, Zach. What
All
do you
right.
grade this?
More hot takes. I don't really care for this too much. I know it's supposed to appeal to guys and everything. I don't particularly care for it.
Well,
The
Did you
line work-
wait? Zach, did you hear the history lesson?
No, I was in the next room.
This is based off of a picture of Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I also never found Janet Jackson that attractive.
Wait, no.
How about Michael?
No. I'm gonna give this a 4.
All righty. And
One
how
for
about
each
you, RDB?
sense.
Sure.
Been looking closer on it, very close. Down at the detail on the chain, which was very popular back in the 90s, for the wall and stuff.
Yeah.
Detail on the zipper and everything. The pockets. Even got the abs kind of looking correct too, and everything. Physique as far as the body. Obviously, the whole thing is like, yeah, it's supposed to be offensive because, well, that's what Janet Jackson's cover was offensive.
Yeah.
But it captures that you can totally so you don't have to see anything. I see Rolling Stones on top. That's what I see when I see that font. The joy of flex, yes, a little pun on that. Hands down, 10.
All righty. Now, Amy and Melissa.
Hi. 1. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I love my comic book fan brothers and sisters and brothers out there. Y'all's just my friends, and I grew up living comics as a kid, but sometimes it's just a little hard for me to pretend to like this kind of thing.
No,
You don't have to. Please don't pretend.
I just the people and women in skin tight things showing your flash. I don't like looking at women's butts or half-naked women. I just don't.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna go 1 as well. Sometimes it's just
you find this one personally offensive.
I hear you. I don't like seeing Namor shirtless with a bulge in his shorts. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's that. Well, that actually is a question. Do you mind it when it's a male? Is it a?
No, I dislike it just as much. I hate
Okay.
objectifications or things that throw you into a carnal realm. I don't want to look at that in
That
any
is,
form.
but I'll tell you what, and please understand this. Don't ever apologize for being you. I mean, that is absolutely nothing we are advocating for. If you don't like this based on a moralistic reason, sure. I mean, don't get on to us if we do like it, or I am presenting all of the variants tonight, and this is one of the variants. Don't get mad that this is one of the variants.
No,
in turn, we respect the fact that if you find this morally wrong, I'm sorry you were last. You could have blacked it out or gone to something different. I maybe not looked at it while we were talking about it. I think we've been talking about it for a long time, and it's been up here, and I'm worried about it. But yeah,
honestly, that's why I was looking more at the artistic as far as the sculpting is right.
I'm looking at it as not cheesecake. I think RDV did pretty well in talking about everything there is drawn well. Fairchild for the first time probably tonight is drawn with proper proportions. Also with a little bit of cosmetic surgery in the chesticle area, but overall, I think this is a very well done cover. I do give it a 10, not for the cheesecake, but for the art.
This book is pretty much aiming towards not only a homage, but it's also trying to get the guys the teenage guys.
Oh, I'm sure, but that's what Rolling Stone was doing as well. Janet Jackson at the time was hot.
Well, you also remember 94 was the Bad Girls. Art.
I was just gonna say there's plenty of people on this panel that need to apologize for who they are, but you two aren't two of them.
Okay, so that being said, I believe NK let us off, right? So we got 4, 5, 6, 7. So and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay, mine.
I'm gonna say today's worst. Today's worst.
Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. So we can get this.
You can take it down so it doesn't affect
take it
much.
down. Take it down. Take it down.
Yeah, it's having it up there.
Hey.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, that's very sweet. I'm sorry that I should be more mature and not just dump like that. I'm sorry.
Lesters.
I want you guys to have fun. I just
Melissa and Amy, hold on. Let me say something here as the owner of the channel. You are part of the England team. You are part of I Love Comics now. A big part if you listen to the to the chat.
Guys.
I'm not going to treat you like children. You know, I do swear. You guys know this, but I do respect your feelings. So that's why a lot of the time, like tomorrow, we're having the EC crime comics because I absolutely know that you guys do not appreciate the horror elements. This is going to be really 2 covers tonight. The next one will probably get a 1 from you guys as well.
And as far as Melissa, I agree with you. There are some covers I would not bring home because I want my mom to see it. So there's a lot.
I don't understand. I don't understand the absolute, like you get these variants that show up on artists' page that are absolute porn. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
So I don't consider what we just saw as porn. It's an homage to a Rolling Stone, which was very popular at the time. And as RDV said, it was also the 90s where the bad girl images were very popular.
They're rebelling.
So culturally, this fit in its era. I promise you, you are respected around here.
And I feel like the kids that grow up, they become artists today, are so offended by the girls like that in the 90s, they've drawn women flat-chested now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the chat. And okay.
Yeah.
Rhaegar says pixel hands.
Yeah.
Pixel hands.
10.
Jazz hands.
You don't get that?
Oh, is the fingers were long? Oh, I missed that. Oh.
Ethereal Dragon says 8.
And we got here.
The Dark Admiral says 10. He got the
Just this 9.
Darth Kato says meow 10.
Let's see. Jim Sorensen gives us a 10 as well.
It's a Jim Soren 10.
Henry Jamix's book number 12. Apparently, a lot of gimmick covers in the series. It's a 6.
You know, if Jim Soren was related to E, he'd be Jim Sorrentine.
One slick dude says 9.
Ethereal Dragon says, I was 11 back then. Yeah.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy,
my ears, they popped." Sorry.
Janet Jackson was in Good Times. She played a little girl, forgot her name in the show.
Oh, that was Good Times. Yeah. Yeah. What was her name? It was...
says, this is the hands-up perspective. I'll go beep, beep, up them.
So he broke his glass.
Oh, was that me?
I think we got
I don't see any other numbers.
Everyone's just saying, Melissa, we love you. Don't blame anybody but E.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you straight up. E, if you knew the Lesters were going to be here, I think you wouldn't have had this cover tonight.
I was shocked you didn't do that.
That's absolutely wrong. I will not treat the Lesters with kid gloves as far as this kind of thing. That being said, I understand the type of covers that they don't like. So if we are doing, say, like Emma Frost, the miniseries, it's a whole bunch of cheesecake things, more than likely I would at least warn them.
This is what happened to Shirley.
If we're doing EC comics or if we're doing horror comics or something like that, I tell them, I make sure that we do this kind of thing on Wednesday. This is, I had the choice. I knew the Lesters would probably be here. I did do that.
I targeted them specifically these last covers. He said, I know they're going to like these.
Yes.
Penny, if anybody cares.
There you go. Okay, but no, I'm not. Yeah, there you are.
Eric, you were cut off. Were you going to say something else?
No, I said that's who Janet Jackson played. Penny.
Penny. That's okay.
Oh, I think you said if anyone cares. I was like,
I said Penny. If anyone cares.
Okay.
It looks like we have our. Okay, so we have a stop or at least a stop, and we have one last cover, ladies and gentlemen.
And also, if you're
I do. Look, I do respect Melissa and Amy. I do, but I respect them enough to understand they're also adults. I don't understand the.
Well, it's called being a gentleman.
Courteous.
Yeah. Well,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't feel disrespected at all. I love you guys, and I know you love me too. Our family. I guess you could call it a pet peeve.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
I even see it in like so many books, like where people like.
It wears you down after a while.
A little bit.
I understand that kind of thing. Yeah.
Hey, Melissa.
Huh?
Does Coco chewing wires count as a pet peeve?
Oh yes, definitely. That could definitely
Just
be a
curious.
tip. You could
Have you
just like,
thought
But the thing is I respect you enough that you're going to tell us this when it comes your time to rank a book like
Eric,
this.
you ever thought about getting Coco a chew toy?
And
Why?
okay,
She's got
so
so
we
many
have
wires already.
I
we
wanted
have
to know,
two. We have 2 1s. We have 1 4. We have 1 6. 1 8. 2 9s trying to take out 10 10s, and they fail. This is a 10.
First, guys.
Yeah.
No, Venkman, she won't. She knows I won't give her attention if she's off in the corner chewing on something.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, it's strictly an attention thing.
No, because I want to hear squeaky toys. Squeak, 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 squeak. It's just using
Alrighty, and then who is next? I think it is RDV leading us off on this one. Go for book 13.
all the pressure's on me with this cover.
Alrighty, I don't think Amy and Melissa. I don't think you have a dog to hunt in the 10s tonight. There we go. We have.
I couldn't help but laugh.
There you go, RDV. And once again, when it does come to this kind of cover, what about the artistic skill? I mean, you guys can grade it on that.
Last time we ranked this, we talked about the bed sheets, the wrinkles and the creases in them. Stuff.
I think this is very well done. I think the skin tone, the fabric looks great.
I'm guessing this is a homage. Is this based off an actual movie cover?
No, this is actually a style homage. It's off of like Victoria's Secret and stuff like that. That's what this.
So it's Greg Land? Oh.
No, this is actually drawn.
I know. Yeah. Reminds me of kind of like a Drew Barrymore. Kind of is.
That would be in the 90s too, because Drew Barrymore hardly wore clothes in the 90s.
That's the first thing I thought was that. So I'm gonna go with 10 with it.
Okay. Melissa and Amy, what do y'all say?
1.
All right. Melissa?
Melissa, did you want to actually look at it? No.
Let Melissa say 1 if she wants to. Amy, don't cut her off.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I think I saw it for a brief second. It had some nice like color work in it.
Yeah.
So 2.
Okay. And then let's go to MK.
Oh, yeah. This looks familiar. I feel like I've seen this before.
We did rank this a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I remembered. Yeah. I guess I'll go 10. Yeah. I guess that's. And I was actually going to ask you guys before I forgot, but when you talk 90s movies, real quick, say Pulp Fiction, Titanic, or Jurassic Park. What's the best?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Every time. I will.
Titanic that sinks every time.
Dinosaurs beats Leo every time.
Okay, so how about you, Eric? What do you say?
Dinosaurs eat Leo? Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I say dinosaurs eat Leo. I don't know. It's the wrinkles are good.
It's the Sears catalog.
Hey, it's. I don't think that she's done all of that well. I mean, it's cool stylishly, but so I'm going to say 8.
Okay. Pixel, what says you?
I wish I could remember what I ranked it the last time it came up. I don't think I ranked it very high, and I'm not going to today because I agree with Eric. I don't think she's done in a way that's very well.
No.
This feels very like sketchy. And not in a this is really coming together. This is half done and left. And I get it's supposed to be a style homage. I think it's just too much and too little at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it like a 5.
Alrighty, Zach.
So one of the things that I take into account when I grade comic covers is, would 13-year-old me buy this?
Yes.
13-year-old me would not, because his mom would find it and smack him in the head.
Well, these were 16-year-olds who are buying this.
Well,
Okay, but
this gets a 3.
all right.
The colors are nice. I like the sepia type of tone.
Here's the thing most people don't realize, though. Nowadays, their comics are aimed for people in their 40s, collectors stuff. And that's kind of how it was in the 90s, too. The people by then were already old enough. They had grown up with this. Now they're doing this.
collectors, the collectors market has grown with basically Gen X. It was focused on the 20s, 20-year-olds in the 90s, the 30-year-olds in the 210s, the 40-year-olds, as they realize their audience is growing older and they have not been able to get newer audience in. Now let's talk about this picture. Eric said she's not doing drawn very well. I think elements of her are drawn extremely well. I think. Let me finish. There,
Yes,
I think the shading is awesome on her. I think some parts. I mean, the midriff is okay. I think it's a little bit realistic for her to have lopsided boobs because sometimes women do. The once again, I put focus on the fabrics and such. The elbow looks good. The hair looks good, but it looks like her left arm was healed by what was his name? Guildford Lockhart from Harry Potter, where he gave that guy that loppy arm. She has no right arm elbow, and also it is at least 6 inches longer than her left arm.
Yep.
So
the longer you look at it,
yeah, there are elements that keep this from being a 10, in my opinion. But however, we'll give it an 8.
So
All right,
she's disabled.
What the hell was his name?
Gilfred.
Gilderoy Lockhart. Kenneth Branagh. Remember, he was the
Gilderoy Lockhart.
I actually liked his character, even though he was.
Me too.
Oliver Belmonte says, "I'm turned off at Roxy Spaulding, the character on the thing, mainly because of the fact that she smokes."
Oh. All right, let's go to chat where Jim starts us off with a 10, and I'll tell you what, I'll drop the cover for the ladies, but
it's fine.
That just kind of reveals the Janet Jackson again. So, all righty, so here you go. Let's go to the chat.
all right. Looks like here we are. Where is that? Go for book
13.
Go for book 13. All right, Jim Sorensen starts off with a 10.
Jim Sorensen. Darkato says, meow, 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 meow. Okay.
Just like that too.
Low Rhaegar says, well, I'm going to give this a 1 plus 9, of course, so 10.
There you go. And sometimes you're doing Ethereal Dragon. Gives this a 9.
Mike Taylor saying the first Jurassic Park, not the sequels.
10. The detail is very good.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, haha, it's a Gen 10. Very nice art and detail. Not my property.
No, there's that. Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Henry Jeremick down here is asking for Starfire.
All right. Henry Jeremick says, book number 13. What is this an homage of? I do like the rendering of the fabric and her hair, and the shading is good. It is the 8.
It is described, by the way, as the Victoria's Secret cover. So it's like I said, it's a stylized homage.
Kate O'Jewel gives this a 7. That's a really cute name.
And Low Ray Carr says, Pokies, I go 10 and Titanic I like. I like Titanic also.
There
All
was
right,
room for him on
let's
that
see.
door.
We had 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 5, and 1, 7, taking out 5 of these 7 10s. We have 3 8s, taking out the last 2 of the 10s and 1 of the 9s. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. All righty here, kids. Let's move that up. There we go to the 9s. And here we go. This is what we have. We have a solid last place with the Spider-Man cover.
Yes, it deserves better.
And book number 12 was the Sandman cover. Book number 11 is the group photo with a hang 10, dude. Alrighty, but let's get to the 8s, 9s, and 10s and see where these things land. Alrighty, starting with the 8s. We had how many covers? 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go. Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot.
Not my my. You know, I had that ice block of a tea. It's been. I just realized the paper in front of me is soaking wet because it's.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been just pouring water off the bottle because of the condensation. All righty, let's start with you, Eric. Best of the 8s.
Brady Bunch.
All righty, and the worst of the 8s.
First one.
Okay, so one of the best is 3, worst is 1. All righty, and Pixel.
The best is the puzzle. The
Alrighty.
worst is the first one.
Okay, and
Actually, wait. I'm sorry. The faces are done worse on the Brady Bunch one. That's the worst one.
okay.
Wow.
You're dead to me.
I'm sorry.
How about you, Zach? Where do you go on the 8s?
The puzzle is the best one. The worst one is the photograph. Because it's not a real cover.
It's a photo.
It's
Okay, the
AI.
best one is what?
It's a
The
photo.
worst one is the photograph, the Pulp Fiction.
Okay,
The best
and
one,
what's
the best one is the puzzle.
the best one is the puzzle. Okay. worst
Whether you think it's a cover or not, it's still on the front of a book, therefore it's a cover.
Yep. Okay, so RDV, what do you say?
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. That'll be 35 cents.
In the mail.
Yep. Alrighty though. Best is number 3. Worst is number 1.
3 is best, 1 is worst. All right. Hold on just a second.
Ooh, I'm seeing the chat liking number 4.
There it is. Okay, say that one more time, RDV.
3 is the best for Pixel,
Okay.
and 1 is the worst.
Okay, and Amy and Melissa.
Yeah, my favorite's the Brady Bunch one. I think that one is,
Okay.
cute. My least favorite, I mean, it would have to be a really, really, really bad drawing before I wouldn't appreciate it more than a photo that's kind of shot together. So I'm
Okay.
going to say my least favorite is the photo one, even though, it's fine, but.
All righty, Melissa.
Let's see.
Bless you. Do you have a most favorite?
Honestly, it made me sound a little weird, but I think I kind of like that one, the first one. I don't
That's
know.
all right.
I like that. I think that's my favorite. My least. Gosh. Maybe the puzzle one.
All righty. And MK.
Yeah, my favorite's the 4th one, and least favorite is the 3rd one.
Okay. And for me, I agree that puzzle was just clever, and I like that one. And the least favorite is the first one. It's a bit too traditional in this bunch. I mean, for as crazy as some of these covers got, I do like the crazy ones better. All right, let's go to the chat. Where's the Gen 13 Encore cover? Well, it's an Encore cover. It wasn't one of the 13 originals. Let's see. So it was not included tonight. Michael Taylor says 4 is best, 1 is worst. Alrighty. Then we have Ethereal agreeing with him. And then we have Darth Kato agreeing with them. And let's see. Jim says 3 is best and 2 is worst. Next up, we have Henry saying 1 is best and 2 is worst. Okay, next up, Little Raykar says 4 to best, worst is 3, the Brady Bunch. And then we have 4 and 2 from Rhaegar. Okay. And we have, saying 4 and 2, just like 1 and 3. Okay, so that would be 4 and 3 is how I'm going to take that.
Yeah, I was going to say, well,
all right, there we go. All righty, let me get the stop.
Why would you choose the first one and then the second one of the second number?
I don't know.
It says 4 and 2 is he likes, and then dislike is 1 and 3. So what
Because
you get 1 like and 1 dislike.
I know. It just seems like you chose the first of the first one and chose the second of the second one.
So you're saying because 1 is first, he didn't go in numerical order, or
yeah,
I just chose the very last.
I would say make him.
worst.
I would say make him choose. Not this wishy-washy stuff.
Desert Rose says 4 and 1. I say move on.
Or don't count it.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the let's go and ratio these and find out what
And
is
you know what? I will be shocked
if this was 10, maybe I would be a little bit.
if
But
the photograph wins. Wow.
Okay, so we do have a clear worst. Well, it's only winning the 8s. We do have a clear worst.
I know,
and that's
it's-
one. And let's see. Next up is book 2 because it is 3 positive, 4 negative. Alrighty, and then next up is 3 because 4 wins the 8s because it had 7 positives, 2 negatives.
I guess we're just letting anything be a good comic cover now.
Come on, guys.
Like they're going
let's
against
see.
Zack's
1,
picks.
2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna go for the 9s. Alrighty, and Eric, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
No, right.
Let me put the 9s in the thing here.
My favorite is
Thank you,
the Katie Keene cover.
All right, pick
And
balls.
my least favorite is number 4.
Okay, and how about you, Pixel?
I completely agree with Paul.
All righty, and
You're not dead to me anymore.
Zach.
Thank you.
I actually like the first one with the package and all the junk and stuff. That's my favorite. My least favorite. It's really close. It's between the X Babies and the Victoria's Secret, but I'm gonna go with the Victoria's Secret.
Okay. All righty, and RDV.
Hold on, I got a phone call. Gerard Jones says he likes number 2.
I don't get the joke.
Number 1 is my favorite. And man.
Oh, I got that joke. Never mind. That was good.
Google it. Who's this guy?
No, I just remembered a conversation.
I was gonna say, don't Google image Gerard Jones. It might be bad.
No, I just remembered.
Number 4 is the worst.
Okay, number 4 is the worst, and which one was the best?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay, and Amy and Melissa, best and least.
Oh, I agree with Erica Pixel. I like the Katie Keene, and that was my favorite little paper doll. And my least favorite's the last one.
Alrighty, I already marked it down. Amy or Melissa, what do you say? What do you say?
My favorite was also the paper doll. That one was my favorite one of the show. It's just super cute and made me smile a lot. My least favorite would kind of be the one, that one on the far right. Yeah, the other two, the others I thought at New that one I just didn't fall in love with. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so MK, what do you think? Best and worst of the 9s?
Yeah, I think my favorite's actually the one at number 4.
Okay.
And my least favorite is the second cover.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's right. Put those
Okay,
babies
so here's the thing. If you, the cover that we ranked before, issue number 4, was in the best of the 90s, but I cannot not see that arm anymore. it's screaming at me now, man.
Honestly, I don't see it, so I'm fine.
It's if you ignore that, it's a beautiful cover, and that should get the best. But I think for creativity, for achieving what they were going after, the best cover of the bunch is it's the paper doll. No, actually, it's the package. I'm sorry, the paper doll is good though.
Paper doll.
The least of them, however, is the Gen 13 babies. So I'm going with that one. But I will say, I am shocked that the paper doll didn't make 10. In all honesty, I am shocked.
I
that the
kind of
paper
am
doll
too.
didn't make 10. Let's go to the chat. Gen 13 number 1 group photo is the best cover. Number 1 surreal group photo worst cover. Wait, what? Gen 13 number 1. Okay, group photo best cover.
Group photo, I guess.
Okay, so there's 4 of them here, and if you
There's
say
two
1, 2, 3, or 4, there's like I guess you're saying
He says
first
number
one is
one.
the best and
Yeah,
the
he
second is the worst. Okay. All right.
The real group.
Because he put down number one twice.
Yeah, but they're all number ones.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this. Yeah. All righty. Darth Kato says 1 is best, 2 is worst. All righty. Me trying to figure out things this late at night. I'm not good at it. Ethereal says 4 and 1. All righty. And then we have 3 and 1 from Jim. Okay, 3 is best, 1 is worst. Next up, we have the 9s trapped inside the vending machine, and 3 is worst, the paper doll. Alrighty, and then we have best is the bed sheets, worst is the baby cover, and that was from Little Gray Car.
For 4 and 2, he says. Yeah.
Alrighty, and then we have 1 and 4 from KO Joe. Alrighty, 1 is best, 4 is least. And then we have 4 is best for the creativity, 1 is worst. All right. 4 is best, 1 is worst. And Masturbator, hello. Fave is 4, least is 3. All right. Here we go, kids. Let me get the stop and we will ratio. And which one is nope. That's the next one. I got mixed up because the paper doll should be in the 10.
Pin-ups win the 8 and 9.
Okay, so let's see. Do we have a clear user? Yes, we do. That is the baby cover with no positives,
Yes.
5 negatives.
Down.
Let's see. Next up, this ends up with a 2, and this one's up with a 3.
This just ends. Zach hates babies.
Positive 3. So
Not all of them, just those. They just don't work right.
all the others, by the way.
Michael Taylor said he said I voted for 3, but you have 4 though. So I guess you're changing it.
Yeah, Michael Taylor says 4 is best for creativity, 1 is worse.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
now
I
he's
wrote down.
saying he voted for 3, so I don't know if he changed.
What's a 3?
Okay, I'll take one of the 4s off. All right, that just makes it a little bit easier. Let's see. 1 have okay, and that's 6 and that is okay. So 4 is the second loser, and then we have out of these 2, 1 has 6 and 2, and the other has 8 and 3.
KDK wins.
Nope. 3 has 6 positive 2, leaving a positive of 4, and the package deal has 8 positives 3, making a full positive of 5, so it stays the way it is.
Hey!
All righty, now let's go to the 10s. Okay, and as I said, it looks like the Lester sisters do not have a dog in this race. So, except for actually you do, I think.
I'm confused. There's no dogs on the cover.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
one.
Let me write this down here. So I got the 10s, 1 and 2. Eric, all I need to know is your favorite of the 10s. Okay. All I need to know is your favorite. Eric, which one's your favorite?
1.
All righty. Pixel.
1 easily.
Zach.
I don't even like Conan, but 1.
Okay. And then we have RDB.
2.
Okay. And Melissa and Amy.
Yeah, Conan 1.
Melissa.
Conan was probably better than the other one. Yeah.
Okay. Mim K, 1 or 2 of the 10s. Which one's your favorite?
2.
Okay. All righty. We're leaving 5 to 3. Let's go to the chat where 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 1, 9. All righty. So Rhaegar says 2. And then we have Darth Kato says 1 is best, 2 is worst. Next up, we have Ethereal with 2. And KO with 2. Next, we have 1. My favorite of all the covers says Michael Taylor.
Rose, we're on 10s.
Rose.
Yep, Rose, we're on the 10s.
Of course, Masturbator says.
But I don't think she voted for the last ones. That would be her.
Okay,
second.
hold on, let me see. Let me see if it changes. What was the score? 3 and 2.
3 and 2, yeah.
3 is the best, and 2 is the least. Oh, it definitely doesn't change 2 because that's still the worst.
Okay.
But that 3 was 7, 2. That leaves 5, and 5 what was it? 8-3. Okay, now it's a tie. I'm gonna leave it like it is so we can just move on. Alrighty, let's see. I say 2 is best, and then we got 10 by sheer coincidence. Heavy metal is the best. I also mean music as well. That is true, by the way. That is a very true fact.
It's a truth.
Alrighty, and let's see. I'm gonna get the stop. Do we have a 1?
Raycar says 2.
Yep. All right.
Desert Rose, what do you think for 10s? Quickly, 1 or 2?
1 or 2. 1 or
Desert Rose, we need a vote for 2 because right now we are literally sitting at 8-8.
I know.
No, don't influence. Give your...
Well, she's a vote either way.
No, she's a vote either way. It's whatever she thinks is better. It's the Conan cover, and I'll show them off. We have the Conan cover, or we have the Janet Jackson cover. All right.
Angry Hambrow or Clown Hunter?
Clown Hunter.
He's got the clown nose. Look at it, it's red.
Oh, he's Buggy the pirate, but a barbarian.
He's a guy from One Piece, right?
Yeah, Buggy.
I know.
That makes me vote for 1 even more now.
When does the new season come out?
Bro, next year. Good lord. I gotta wait a
I'd
whole
say they
year.
take too long on that. Back in the day, they used to film 24 episodes in a season, and now it takes 6 years to get 3.
Do you know how depressing it is to watch old episodes of Frasier and be like, a season gets you like 30 episodes a season?
Okay.
Now it's like for the reboot, they can barely do 10.
So
Okay.
I saw the preview.
Hold
for
on, I'm gonna make a decision here, guys. Since we didn't get a last minute vote and it's not gonna count, I'm done right here. So here's the decision. One of these covers made two of our panel here actually offended. So we're going to go with the Conan. I'm using my power. This is my channel. I'm breaking the tie. It's the Conan that's going to go to the bracket fights.
That's executive power is used for
I mean,
good.
you can't say it's not a really good.
Rose, where are you?
Yeah.
Say again.
I'm saying Rose.
No, not you. The ladies.
Oh, I was just saying that the Conan cover, it is painted well. So
Yeah,
it
is.
On a
It's
technical level, it's also a...
I know, Boo. Yeah, it's. Hey, if Rose comes in and votes, that'll change it.
No, it won't. I said I'm closing it. That's done.
Wow, Rose, your vote does not count. I'm sorry.
That's right. We're taking
No
away...
voting for women.
Look, hey, okay. I put the stop up at 1:10. It's been 3 minutes. Come on.
This is not America.
At
This is
some
the
point,
United
at
States
some
of
point in
England.
time, we've got to move on. It's just the way it is.
Move
Sorry.
it.
I respect that decision,
There you are.
I
All right.
mainly because I voted for it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I voted against it. Yeah, I voted for the Janet Jackson cover. I think it's a legitimately better cover than the other one. But
And she said
for
too.
one of the, by the way, okay, she says too. But for one of the reasons why I went with the Conan, I think I did for a very good reason. Thank you very much. But also,
Yep.
Ethereal, they canceled the reboot? Don't tell me that.
Yeah, they did.
No!
Second season.
She voted for Janet
That's
Jackson.
depressing.
So Janet Jackson wins.
Boo. I'm upset now for 2 reasons.
Yep.
Was there a show you liked?
Yeah, it got canceled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a weird night. I had a great time. By the way,
Yes.
we went way too long on this show.
I
It is
also-
2.5 hours.
Well, then
What's
we
it
wrapped up
like
at the
watching?
same time.
I'm curious about that show Revival. That was kind of interesting.
So I gotta ask, what's it like watching Frasier without the dad?
I mean,
It is kind of weird because it's none of the original cast.
but what they did well was they made his son have the dad role because he's
Okay.
he's not a snob like
To
his
me, it
father.
sounds like you're watching. I really was Raymond without Frank.
And then they made his cousin like Niles, but it's not really Niles. So there were parts of it that worked. I enjoyed it.
For parts of it that worked, I was hoping that it would go long enough that finally Niles would show up.
Right, same. Or Daphne, either
like-
one of them.
I don't know. It's like I realized with Raymond, like the dad in that, like Frank and Marie really made that show.
But Roz finally, she joined the show.
Roz did, yeah. The end of the first season, and then she's in like half the second
Yeah,
season.
VENKMAN, here's comparison. Justified, Primeval. There were things about it that felt like the old days, but it wasn't the same because the rest of the cast wasn't there. It's just, it's what you when you reboot things, whether it's after 10 years or after 25 or whatever. Some things are out of your control. Or sometimes actors just don't want to do it, like David Hyde Pierce.
Yeah.
Didn't Jim Lee lose a ton of cash trying to make it into a movie or TV show? That's why he sold stuff to DC Comics. I did not know that.
I think it would be a cartoon. It was a cartoon movie.
Yeah, there's a bootleg copy of it.
Anyway, I have
tomorrow, kids.
I work in the morning.
Tomorrow, the Lesters are off of this channel. They're on to an art channel. But we will be grading EC Comics. We're going to be grading some EC Comics. And then on Friday, what do we got going on Friday? Let me check this. I think we made it through the ones that have been paid for, and we're on to Golden Age Adventure Comics. And then Sunday, for now, if somebody buys another video, we'll put that in. It's going to be Adventure Comics on Friday, video game covers on Sunday, and then next, let's see, then we have next Tuesday is Namor, and then Golden Age Dr. Fate, the first 12 covers, and then we're revisiting Vault of Horror 14 through 26. So there you go. Those are the ones that are scheduled.
Video game covers?
By that I mean like Sonic the Hedgehog, Tomb Raider. We're going to be
Mortal Kombat.
comic books that are based on video games covers. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably like some of them, Eric. I mean,
I was thinking literal video game covers. I thought
Tomb Raider. Yeah, the case.
From video games.
And then I thought, okay, Marvel 2 and 198 is a video game cover.
That's
literally
true.
in a video game.
Yeah.
And I thought, where the hell are you gonna get 12 of those?
Thank you very much, Leon, for the sticker. I certainly appreciate it.
No, so I was talking about they're going to be on the Blacklist Universe, hosted by Mike S. Miller.
Yeah.
I think it's called Blacklist Universe, right? 2 words?
I think it's 2 words.
Is that his channel called? Blacklist
Yeah,
Universe?
it's two separate words.
Yeah. They do drawings on there every Wednesday night.
Yeah, that's what got me back into drawing, actually, several years ago.
They see, like, I think, is it still kind of like, what's that guy's name was? Chester? It's kind of like that, where you guys vote at the end.
Chester's show is a spinoff of Mike S. Miller's.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to confirm that, okay?
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. A bunch of artist friends get together and we pick out a subject and everybody draws their interpretation of it. And at the end, everybody in the audience can vote for which one they like the best. And everybody just has fun.
I just noticed that I'm really close to the chat. I'm kind of like in the chat now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the chat, but I'm on panel.
Yep.
Both. More than one thing can be true.
All right. So there we go.
Yeah,
That's
drawing stream, yeah.
And Thursday, go on over to Geeky Puppet Show for what is the best of the week?
Best of the week, where we show off the comic book haul. Basically, a big giant comic book haul video. It goes on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern.
So there you go. All righty. That being said, thank you very much for hanging out with us. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.